what's on the other side of inhibition. Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
Trying to get my attention, trying to get your redemption, but now that I'm gone, you want me back. Yeah, I gave you everything, gave you a diamond ring to watch it fall from your head. I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. And I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. You came back to me, I don't trick or treat, don't knock on my door, don't want you no more. You broke me, and I don't wanna see you, and I don't wanna see you again. No, just trying, oh, don't deny the fact that there's never lasting all. I played the game but lost the bet. I don't wanna love again, and I don't wanna love again. Cause I'll be living with regret. I don't know nobody on my level, dripping sauce like a boss, plus I'm rocking heavy metal.
I just want a bag, like an old lady. I'm backwoods smoking, I don't own papers, pass that 808. That don't shake her. Oh, bitch, you know I'm grinding like a pro skater. Baby mama bugging, I'm so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed, I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it galore. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up, I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat, while I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shorty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. two and your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor, trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel. We should be live, and we should be live not only more than usual when we've done this before, we should be live in 60 frames per second. So hopefully you guys are watching this. This should be a full HD live stream for you guys if you are watching. The gameplay that I'll be playing is with FL25. It's a new game, Football Live 25. I think it's only available on PC. But it's absolutely brilliant. I haven't actually played any games on it quite yet, so do bear with me with the gameplay. I might not play so well at the start of it. I might have to start on a lower difficulty and work our way up. We decided that we wanted to do something different. We've done in England all the time. We always do Manchester City, don't we, of course, as it is a City channel. So I did put a vote out. I said, who do you want us to manage? You guys decided to play this game. You decided to do it live. You decided that we wanted us to manage in Spain. And there was a decision between 4 clubs. I didn't include Girona in that. I thought a Girona side that have lost quite a lot of big players, maybe you wouldn't want to see. But you guys then voted for Real Betis. I put out one more vote after lots of comments saying, why not Girona? They are Manchester City's sister side. I thought, okay, Manchester City sister side, Girona, what do you guys think? And you guys said, yes, we want to see you manage City side Girona. So I've got Mikel there as manager. The guy doesn't look very much like him. I just picked someone that looks a little bit like him. There's probably a mod out there to do that. I didn't find one, so I didn't use it at all. This Girona side, I originally didn't pick them because of these situations. The fact that they lost La Liga's top goal scorer, Dobrick, didn't they? Dobrick left the club to join Roma, so they lost their top goal scorer. Their real key player, Mikel said when he saw him training, knew they would do big things last season. Savinho, he moved to Manchester City, their sister club. So they lost another massive player in the side. Aleix Garcia, the club captain, he left Girona to move to Bayer Leverkusen. They lost their key man in midfield. Jan Kuto returned from Manchester City on loan and joined Borussia Dortmund permanently in a €30 million deal. And also a key player in the side that year was Eric Garcia, who returned to Barcelona from his loan. So Girona have been pulled apart with those departures and those players leaving the club, leaving the team looking like this. This is going to be my starting 11, I think, going into this one on FL25. This is going to be sort of a build-up episode, really, because we're going to look at all the transfers we possibly could make. I think we should, and Girona need to make big impressions in signing players. I mean, Chella in the comments says sign Kubasi from Barcelona. I think that is way beyond us. This game, if you look at the transfer values of players, they are valued very, very highly. Like they are in real life, so it makes it very difficult to sign players. So this is a starting 11 we're going to go with. In possession, it's going to look like this, just like Girona played last year, with the fullback Miguel Gutierrez pushing up into sort of a 3 in behind the striker. The man in midfield is going to be Romeo, who's replaced Aleix Garcia. Danjuma, I suppose, has replaced Savinho. And Bojan up top, or Abel Ruiz, but Bojan Mikovic, I can't remember. He signed from Hearts or someone like that in Scotland. He has sort of replaced Dobrick up top. Jan Kuto hasn't really been replaced. So we'll go into that 3 in possession. Out of possession, just go into the normal shape. Starting with the team that we're going to be going with. So Pau Gazzaniga is going to start in goal. My screen is actually to this side of me. Usually I play right looking at the camera, but playing this on my PC, I've got 2 monitors. I've got a much higher quality monitor, so I'm going to play it over here. Gazzaniga starts in goal. We've got Ana Martinez, captain David Lopez. I am going to start Krelic ahead of Daley Blind. I think that is probably something I'd like to do. I want to do because he's younger, developing a bit better. And Miguel Gutierrez at left back. We've got Aurel Romeo and Yangel Varela, pretty strong midfield really, but Romeo not the youngest. I mean, what is he? 33, so that's something to look to improve. Attacking midfield, pretty good with Ivan Martin. We've got Danjuma who's going to start on the left, Viktor Tyskanov who's going to start on the right, and then here's the man, Miskovic, who's going to, Miovski? I don't know, Miovski, maybe. He's going to start up top. You guys currently are voting in the live chat as well. Do get your comments in there, guys. We want this to be interactive. I want to talk with you guys. It's sort of like a social thing as well, so let us know. 80% of you guys think we should be finishing between the 6th and 4th position. We'll be out in the Champions League, but 6th and 4th is where I'm looking to finish. On the bench, we've got a good second choice goalkeeper, by the way, in Paul Lopez. Backup right back in Frances, Daley Blind, Jean Solis, former Man United player, Donny van der Beek, Porto Abel-Arith, and then we also have Juan Carlos, P. Asperia, who's a very exciting young player, 21 years of age, Brian Hill and Christian Stawani. And then into the reserves, we've got Sergi Puig, Biel Fares, Jakobishvili. We've got Kual as well, Artero, Misusi, Almansa, Garcia, Arango, and Kamara as well. A lot of these players I'm looking to perhaps move out on loan. On this game, they do highly rate young players on FL25, so the development is a little bit quicker. So that is good to see. And I'm happy with the side, but I would like to make improvements here, there, and possibly everywhere. So if we go into negotiations, the game is based upon Pro Evolution Soccer. They've sort of used that as a base and built upon that. I've got a big list of players on that are options to sign. So a massive list of players as options to sign. And striker, it could be a big one. We do have Stawani in the side. We do have, you know, Abel-Arith. We have got 3 strikers, but striker could be a big one. If you look at the side here, market value, the market value of players is very high. It is very, very high. So we've only got 37 million euros to spend, 165,000 signing budget. We're looking to move on a lot of those younger players that are worth a lot of money just to try and get key players into the side. I think we've got to do that to bring in those players. So striker-wise, we've got Lorenzo Luca. We've got Igor Jesus, who plays in Brazil for Botafogo. One great thing about this game is the Brazilian league is in there, so a lot of those South American superstars are on the game, which is massive. Freda Casado says Chile, he could be an option as well. We've got Yuri Alberto from Corinthians, Mark Goy, but he's worth 52 million, maybe on loan. Endrick Felipe, maybe a loan player from Real Madrid. We've got Matias Arezo playing for Gremio. We've got Julian Lobete from Malaga. We've got Pablo Rodriguez, Hugtala as well for a Barcelona player, Eddie Salcedo, who's playing in Italy, Chris Garden, and also Mateus Nascimento as options as a striker. We've got 63 players on our list of possible signs. On the right, we've got Gabriel Veron, Fran Perez of Villarreal, or Valencia, sorry, Asan Diao, and Kaiki, who seems like a sort of realistic sign, doesn't he, really, for a Manchester City player. Joan Gauto, and also Antonio Cadero is a really high-rated young player from Malaga. Ansu Fati, but worth a lot of money. Alberto Marrero, Ivan Jaime. We've got Luca Oyan as well. Axel Van Dongen. Some of these players could come in on loan, of course. We've got Angel Alacron. Attacking midfield-wise, we've got Gabri Vega playing his trade in Saudi Arabia. Claudio Echeverri would be fantastic, wouldn't he? Matheus Franca from Crystal Palace. James McAtee from Manchester City. Franco Mastantuono could be a really good signing from River Plate. Another player on the right side, Adama Traore perhaps, or Rodri Sanchez, who's available on a free transfer. His team isn't on the game. Roger Fernandez, a youngster. 28 million worth though. We've got Adrian Bernabe, Gabriel Menino playing at Palmeiras, Maximo Piron at Como. There's no loans in this game. Everyone is permanently wherever they are. Benyat Trientes, Richard Rios, who's become quite a popular player, hasn't he? Jean Gonzalez, Unai Vencedor, Hilson, Christian Hilson, and Metinho. And holding midfield-wise, we've got Sergi Altimira from Betis, Gurmayon as well, Van Elwick at right wing-back, perhaps Anthony Oyono. Left-hand side, Regulon, Javi Galan, Fran Garcia from Real Madrid, Jesus Vasquez, perhaps a youngster, Hugo Bueno, who's been on loan at Feyenoord, Nobel Mendy, who's at Betis, and then centre-back-wise, we've got Mika Marmol, we have Mario Gia, we've got Ryan Flamingo, a youngster playing at PSV, Lucas Holter from Botafogo, who's looking quite good, Victor Just from Cadiz, Rodrigo Guth as well from the Eredivisie, Matthias Felipe, who he's a bit of an under-radar side. He'll come in very cheap, and he actually looks quite good. He actually looks quite good. As someone said, Chelsea Eze as well. We'll never be able to afford Eze. Bernardo Vital as well. And then goalkeeper-wise, we've got Christos Mandas, Jean Garcia, Samuel Souza, Benfica, and Mikel as well. But we're not looking at goalkeeper at all. Now, I did make a note of the players that I have looked at, because when you go to sign and you go on here, start transfer negotiations, you get information from both. So firstly is the negotiation with the team. You can see here the sporting director says they don't want to sell him, so it's going to be difficult. And negotiations with the player. the player is not impressed with the club either. So the two things you've got to try and get over the line here. You've got to be convincing in terms of convincing the team, and you've got to convince the player as well if you want to sign someone. So I've made a list of players that I have looked at by going into every single player who wants to sign. So no strikers at all at the moment want to sign. For example, Kayiki either. The club is open to the idea of selling Kayiki. So he's on a list of the club want to sell him. They're happy to let him go. And he's got a good impression of the club as well. So that is a go-ahead. That one is, you know, a go-ahead. That could happen. So him, Antonio Condero, is also very impressed with the side. He would be happy to move to us. Other players that would be happy to move to Girona are James McAtee. He'd be happy for a move. Rodri Sanchez would be happy to move, and he would cost nothing in terms of transfer fee. Unai Aventador, he would be interested. I don't think he's quite the player we're looking at. I think Matinho would be interested in moving to the club as well. But oh, actually, he's not. He doesn't want to move to the club. This man I really want is the whole midfielder to take over from Romeu. I think he'd be a good replacement for Aleix Garcia. He's only 23 years of age. But as much as he would be happy to move to up, the club is... They would have to play the full release clause of 23 million euros to sign him. So that is something we need to think about. Van Elwick would be happy to join us. Anthony Onyo would be happy to join as well. He's very quick. I think he could be the new Yan Kuto in the side, which does really, really sway me. These players wouldn't be happy to join the club. Unfortunately, a lot of these wouldn't. Mario Gillo would. At 24 years of age, a Spaniard. We want more Spanish players. He's very, very quick, actually. 84 sprint speed. He seems like a no-brainer as well. He would be happy to join the club. Also would be Lucas Holter would be. Rodrigo Guth. Mateus Felipe. Seems like an out-there signing, really. And... so would Bernardo Vital, who's a Portuguese player playing in the league. And actually, one striker would be able to join the club, wants to join the club, and that is Mateus Nascimento. So he would be wanting to join the club as well, this Brazilian striker. But to be honest, we are looking at striker positions. I'd prefer someone like maybe Yuri Alberto, or perhaps an Igor Jesus. Yuri Alberto is my favourite just because he's quick, and he just seems to have it all, really, in terms of striker. But at the moment, he doesn't want to join us. Now, look at the side, my team. There is ways to sort of make the team look a little bit younger. I mean, Porto I'd like to keep around, to be honest with you. But, I mean, would Porto, 32 years of age, moved on for Kayiki? It could be quite a decent upgrade. I think Frances, Gilla coming in and Wanpi going. Now, Wanpi is an older man. He's a much older player. So, for him to come in, I think makes sense. So, I don't know if the screen has changed here. I don't think so. I think it just shows very strangely. Wanpi could be a good player to move on. He's 33 and bringing Gilla. I think that's the first change I'd like to make. And then he'd be on the bench and he can rotate with David Lopez on that right side, who's 35 himself. So, certainly centre-back is somewhere. I want to keep him for now. But 35-year-old and Daley Blind's 34. They're not getting any younger. Porto is a man we need to upgrade on, I think, as well as Christian Stuani. He's 38. So, and also Romeo. They're the older players. We want to bring the age of the side down. Experienced players is certainly needed, but we want to break the side down. So I think Porto for Kayiki sounds like a great deal. I think Stuani for Alberto, somebody if we can make that happen, which would be difficult to do. Wanpi for Gillett, it seems like a go-ahead straight away. And maybe we bring in another centre-back, but you can only have 25 players in your squad in La Liga. So if you look at the side now, we can look at the edit squad numbers. We've actually got our 25 players. Now, players under 23 or youth players don't have to be in that. So we'll always leave a space there for 26. These players look to be sold for profit or loaned out. Some of the players we sold, but that is a starting 11. Jakov Krpishvili seems to be a man that wants to be sort of a starting 11 player. So maybe the Brazilian centre-back that we said is an option, doesn't need to be brought in. And also Frances can play at centre-back if we brought in a right-back. So I think David Gilla seems to be the first logical choice, and probably Kayiki as well. Obviously, we'll look at those negotiations. For now, anyway. Other players, I mean, Gabriel Veron would be good to bring in, but the club are resistant to part with him, and so on. And so Kayiki or Antonio Cordero, 18-year-old Cordero, just doesn't have the stats that Kayiki does. Kayiki's a lot quicker, and I think he's a better replacement for Porto. Now, I'd like to get him pretty cheap. If I put in a 20% still-on clause, 7.4 million euros, you give him a 3-year contract of around 10 £12,500 per week. He's going to have a release fee. That is part of the game in this, and also in La Liga anyway. Legally, you have to release fee. We're going to give him a bit of a goal bonus of just €1,000. I'm going to go straight for Kaiki there, in the idea that he upgrades on Porto with his age. And the same goes for Wanpi, who we look to replace with Mario Gilla. At 24 years of age, he's certainly one for the future. Twasev is here. Welcome, Twasev. So, there's a high chance of success. They're open to let him go. I mean, €30 million would be a good deal for him. 5-year deal. Should go drop it down to just under 20,000 per year. He only wants a £23 million release fee. We'll give him a clean sheet option as well of 3.7. Just try and sweeten the deal. But those two signs seem to be pretty good at the start for now anyway. And then we want to try. What you can do in this game is scout players as well. I do think we can beat Spurs this Twasev. I think we can beat Spurs. Spurs, they're not going to have Romero, and they're not going to have Mickey van der Ven either. So that's going to cause problems. On this game, you can scout players, and then they sort of negotiate a little bit to try and, you know, sweeten the deal with the team. So I've done that as well to see where we go. Transfer listed players. But let's advance the first few days of the transfer window. So here we go. Negotiation day. It will stop every 5 days should anything come up. Lisa is here as well. Hello to Lisa. But we don't have Rodri. Yeah, we don't have Rodri Twasev, but that is fine. We will still be able to, I think, beat them. Although no Kovacic, I think, is a big miss. We've had no offers for any of our players. Mario Gillett, the deal's broken down. He's a key member. They want him more than €30 million. We can go back in for him. That's no problem. Now, they want €9.4 million for Kaiki. I mean, he's only 21. He wants a little bit more money. I want to try and bring this down a little bit in terms of transfer fee. I'm going to try and say back to €7.5 million. I think €7.5 million. Try and negotiate that deal with Kaiki. He will come in and replace Porto, I think. And then Mario Gilla, we'd like to try and go for him again. That's not worked at the moment, but that's fine. We can advance time. Normally, when we have Spurs, they smell beer, says Twasev. Yeah, that is the worry with Spurs. I think anyone else, I would be very confident City are going to get back to winning ways. Against Spurs, I think it's going to be very difficult for Manchester City. But, you know, City will, I think, play really well. I think they'll play really well in that one. So don't worry. No offers for our players yet. No offers for our players at all. Which is surprising. I've got a lot of players, you know, on the transfer, open to reasonable offers and so on. They're negotiating the deal for Kaiki. Let's see if we can go back for Mario Gilla. I wonder if that ruined the deal that we went in for in the game. Do you think City will get found in this 115 charges? I'd like to hope so. I'd like to hope so, but we'll have to see. I can't predict it. I cannot predict it. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. We have to see what happens there. If City get relegated, Pep Guardiola says he will still be around. He will still be a Manchester City. You know, manager, he's not going anywhere, no matter what. So, I know you guys played FL25, by the way. And we are in the Champions League, so I'm excited to get into the first game of this series. We'll be in the Champions League against Anderlecht in the qualifying round. Twasev is really excited that Pep Guardiola signed a new contract. Yeah, me too. I think that was really needed, wasn't it, for him to sign a new deal. And he negotiated. Just no offers coming in for our players. Which is a little bit worrying. We're still negotiating for Gilla and Kaiki, but I think those two signs sort of replace Savinho and replace Eric Garcia. Then we'll look to try and replace Jan Kuto, and the striker for Dobrik is a big one as well. I think we can beat UEFA's case, then we can beat the Premier League. Exactly, yeah, I'd like to think so as well. I hope that is the way things go. Negotiations for Mario Gilla have broke down once again, and our scouts have brought some players back to us. Let's have a look who they've brought to us. So we've got Bruno Pekovic as a striker, Walter Jr., who's playing at Kachi, Raul Albiol. None of those players I'm interested in at all. Midfielder-wise, Danny Parejo, 35 years of age, Ruz Galaeta, and also Renato Tapia. A no to them as well. By the way, do you know City Extra, says Twasev? I don't know anyone at City Extra. And this striker has been brought to us in the Brazilian League. Well, they've not brought as many good players so far, our scouts. Right, negotiation has failed for Kaiki and also Mario Gilla as well. Things are not going well so far in terms of signing players. Things are not going well in terms of signing players at the moment. The 2 players we've gone for, we haven't managed to be able to sign, and we're straight into the season anyway with our first game against Anderlecht now. System-wise, let's just have a look at the general settings. I don't know what I've done there. If you look at the general settings, transfer figures we're going to put fairly low. Negotiation difficulty we're going to put fairly easy because it seems at the moment that we can't sign anyone. You think, Suarez looks like Joao Cancelo interesting? I don't know who I look like. I have no idea. Someone will surely tell me. Professional we're on. This top player, this superstar. I think we should go on professional for now to see how it goes. And then we'll change things if needed as we go into our first game, which is against Anderlecht in the Champions League. Conditioning-wise, everyone's good apart from Oriol Romeu. We don't particularly have a player that can back him up in that position. That is a bit of an issue. That's why I want to bring LT Mida. Because no one really is a holding... I mean, Yangel Herrera probably can play there. We'll bring Solis in if Oriol Romeu is not up for today's game. But that is a sort of an issue in the side. And they're letting us have the full bench, which is good to see as well. And you look at the Anderlecht team, then Donker's quite highly rated. Luis Vázquez up top. They've got a good side, actually. Actually, very highly rated, that Anderlecht side. When you look at the overall ratings, it's not far off our team, is it? It's not far off our team at all. Let's get into this one. It's the first game of the series. It's in the Champions League, and it is up against this team. Now, we're going to turn the audio down on the gameplay. Hopefully, it doesn't come in too loud. Let us know if the audio of the gameplay is too loud. I've turned it down. If it's too quiet, let me know as well. Obviously, you want to hear me before the gameplay, don't you? But let's see how we can do here in our first game in the Champions League against Anderlecht. It's a qualifying round. If we don't get this, we don't get into the Champions League. The new Champions League system isn't actually on this, by the way. So we'll have to see. Ruben Diaz, our number 3. He left Benfica to play for City. Quite right. A brilliant player for City, hasn't he? Favourite player, Twasev says, is Kevin De Bruyne. I think he'd be a lot of people's favourite player, actually. He is fantastic. And so far, looking at the analytics, not a single frame has been dropped at 60 frames per second. How exciting is that? So this is the FL25 gameplay. Let us know what you think of it. It is based off Pro Evolution Soccer. They have worked on that. I mean, the ability to modify this game is absolutely unbelievable. Underway here. Jan Vertonghen kicks things off. And it is Anderlecht versus Girona. Oh, straight away. Been a bit done down this far side. Miguel Gutierrez. Anderlecht have started pretty well. Miguel Gutierrez with a good foot in there. As a cross comes in. Gazzaniga catches it, well played. Who'd you rather have, Spurs winning trophy or Arsenal? Probably at this rate, Spurs. The first trophy they ever won. Yangel Herrera's got a bit of green hair here with this modification. It's a ball into John Solis, who's got there late in our possession game. He's not worked so well here, but that's a great win by Yangel Herrera. It's good running by Dan Yuma down this wide area. Dan Yuma down the box here, referee. Seemed aggressive, seemed a foul, referee thought not. Anderlecht playing the counter. Miguel Gutierrez got a lot of work, a lot of ground to cover. He's in there, he doesn't win it. Here's Dreyer. Foul by us, they play advantage. Chance for Anderlecht, good save by Gazzaniga. And lumped away by Girona. On to Dan Yuma. Well, my first time playing the gameplay of this game, so apologies if you think it's a... I don't play well. I might not play well straight away. It might take some getting used to. Here's Miguel Gutierrez, who's drifted inside there into that inside roll. I can't see us keeping him for very long. I suppose some side will come in. I think he's got about a €50 million release clause. It wouldn't surprise me if someone went and paid that. Manchester City, I think, would love to. Herrera. Here's Solis. White to Tysakanov. That's better. Just getting a bit of possession now and a bit of hold this game. Herrera. Into Miguel Gutierrez. Clips one in. It might fall towards Ivan Martin here. Cleared away by Jan Vertonghen. A good chance. 2004 Arsenal win the Champions League, quite right. Chelsea. Oh, these years they got to the final. Good tackle there by our defender and our captain. Back we go to Krelic here. Gutierrez. The gameplay is based on a simulation gameplay. It's designed to feel very realistic. And we're trying to play the Mikel style of play. But they do rely on crosses into the box, really. It's a nice aggressive run by Solis. Tyskanov. Well, out to the boot pass here. Ivan Martin with chance from range. He's hit one. Angel Herrera's in there. He's won it well. And the free kick given, I'm not exactly sure what for. The counter's on here for Anderlecht. Well, it is over 2 legs, this one. Herrera's bossing the midfield at the moment. Ivan Martin and back to Herrera. And Solis on towards Krilic. Gutierrez. Well, you know, Girona, when they played this way, played some of the most entertaining football you've seen in La Liga. And that is important that we try and do that as well. Eskanov. So far, we've not used the wide players so well. Solis. Krilic, who's being told to be might quite tightly. Gutierrez in towards Dan Yuma, who's trying to play the Savinho role. And fortunately, the pass wasn't great. Gutierrez into Ivan Martin. We're going to try and ping one from range here. What a start to the series. What a goal from Ivan Martin. Wow. Some strike from our midfielder. Mikel celebrates that goal. He's got his jeans on as a Spaniard. Well, a poor pass here by Danjuma. Gutierrez into Ivan Martin. What a strike that is. That is absolutely incredible. Miguel Gutierrez into Ivan Martin on that right foot, and he bends it inch perfect to top. I mean, talk about our opening goal of the series for Girona. That goal there from Ivan Martin is absolutely fantastic. James Ward-Prowse says Cello to sign. He might not be a bad player. He's an experienced player. Very experienced player. That's a nasty challenge by Martin. It felt like a little bit. I know anyway, but referee says nothing. Hammer away. But what a shot that is from Ivan Martin. What a start to this series with an absolutely sensational goal. And Girona are flying in the Champions League at the moment, aren't we? Here is John Solis and out towards this Barawi. But I'm very impressed with that goal by Ivan Martin. I mean, that is top quality. But at the moment, Anderlecht are struggling. We're passing the ball around them and they can't get anywhere near us. Gutierrez. Martin again, the edge of that box. That's half-time. 1-0 lead. Is this Pez, says Joel MCFC. It is based off Pro Evo, oh Joel, but this is a new game called Football Live 25. It is a developer who's developed this game. They developed it using the base of Pro Evolution Soccer because eFootball is so bad. They've tried to change it into their own game, so it's based off Pro Evo, but it is called FL25, and it is brilliant so far. I'm really enjoying it. We'll obviously up the difficulty the more we get used to this game. The opening goal, if you haven't seen the goal, by the way, if you just joined, see the goal. It was our first goal of the series. Ivan Martin, edge of the box, and he's absolutely spanked one in the top right-hand corner. So not a bad start. It is a game developed by a group of people. Well, it's a ball forward here towards a striker. Just could get there, but he's offside. Developed by a group of people. And they said that they wanted to make a sort of simulation-style game. They made a change at striker. Diaz a Saliba, says Twasev. Diaz. Glad you're using this team in the City group, says Joel. Well, I did put. I was going to use Real Betis, but maybe they were too good. And people voted. They said, come on, use a City group team in Girona. Hold on, Solis. I was a little bit against it at first because referee. I was a little bit against it at first because, you know, Girona have lost so many good players. But now that we've got some players back, we can make signs, you know, I thought maybe a bit of a challenge for Girona. And being that they are the sister group of Manchester City, part of the City Football Group, it just made sense, didn't it, for the channel as well. Gutierrez wide towards Danjuma here, who's not really showed his quality for a while, Danjuma. He's held up the ball really well here. Back out to Miguel Gutierrez. And on to Danjuma. An opportunity to cross here for Danjuma, edge of the box. Ivan Martin on the volley! He's gone for another spectacular on here, the midfielder, who's looking really good. Messi or Ronaldo, says Twasev. Messi. He's better than Ronaldo, without a doubt. Herrera. That's well played. Herrera's done okay in that role at the moment, that holding midfield role, but I think in the bigger games we want someone who's a bit better on the ball. Jean Solis. Back he goes. Oh, that's a bad pass. We get away with it. Herrera on the corner. With Miguel Gutierrez. Miguel. Back out to Krilic. So far, we've held possession really well. Danjuma. Bit of burst of pace from Danjuma. On the far side here. Trying to stay with him. Danjuma. Miguel Gutierrez. Back through to Danjuma. Pulls the trigger on the left foot here. Good save by the keeper. And away. We've created some good chances today. And this is the first time I've played the gameplay in this game. The first time. And it'll take some time to get fully used to, but actually, we started pretty well. Solis, who's a big physical force in that midfield. And Numa. And Numa knocks it into a wide area. He's trying to just get the defender to come out to him. And Numa. Back out to Ivan Martin, who's already scored one screamer. Solis. Back over top here. It's offside. It was meant to go towards Dan Numa. Didn't quite find the pass. The man up top was offside. You look at a backup striker, someone like Santiago Castro from Bologna. Yeah, that'd be a good signing. The only thing in this game is that players don't seem to want to... clubs don't seem to want to sell players. And the actual value, they've tried to make it very realistic in this game. So if you think I'm like... He's offside. Come on, lazy man, get back on side. If you think of like EAFC, where you could sign a really, really good high potential young player for, say, 10 million. You just can't do it on this game. They're worth 50 odd million, just how it works. You should play a 3-5-2 formation, says Chiller. Hopefully signs Mendes is Twarsef. Yeah, we're playing the way Girona play. They did last season. Abel Ruiz are going to come in for Boyan up top. Oriol Romeo is going to come for Yangel Herrera. For Solis, and we'll swap those two around to the new play in that position. Frances is going to come on as well. They're allowed 5 substitutions, so Daley Blind is on. And one more substitution. Asperia is going to come on, or do we go Danny van der Beek? We'll stick with that for now, and we'll decide between the two. But making quite a few substitutions. 5 substitutions allowed as well in this game. But the new format for the Champions League isn't there. That is something they couldn't develop. So you do still play the group stage like you would do in previous seasons. Away here, and towards Romeo. He'll keep this midfield ticking. Herrera. It's a bad pass forward. Thais Canavu makes the most of it. Good skill. Back he goes. And I think once we get used to this game, I think we're going to play some even better football than we already have. Miguel Gutierrez, who so far I've been very impressed with. Very impressed with. Martin. Right to Kaiskanov. Uses his acceleration here, the Ukrainian. He just can't beat his man. He nearly did. A 1-0 lead. Going to the second leg's pretty good. At home. Oh, nearly won that with good pressing from Ivan Martin. I think probably it should be more than 1-0 really. The way we've played. Ball forward by them. Dealt with easily. We rush things forward here. Yangel here in space. Martin across towards this man and Gutierrez. And Miguel Gutierrez wide towards Dan Numa. That's brilliant football here. Dan Numa. Into the box here. Abel Ruiz with a touch and strike here. And he puts it just past the post. I rushed the shot a little bit. I should have been a little bit more relaxed. Good play by Dan Numa in towards Abel Ruiz. And I had to take a bit more of a touch of me, a bit more composed. Well done, Joel, getting Twarsef's question right there. The quizmaster in the comments. Should have done better with that. Abel Ruiz strike. Should be 2. So we've played well. I think we can probably up the difficulty after maybe a few games in. Just want to get things going. I don't want to get knocked out of Champions League because I've put the difficulty too high straight away. Miguel Gutierrez. Romeo and White towards Herrera. Herrera here. He's bringing the ball forward. Good play. Tyson off with space. He's pressed. He goes backwards. We can draw the opposition out. Romeo around the corner. It's a good pass. Gutierrez. White towards Dan Numa. Oh, great play by Ivan Martin and Dan Numa. And Dan Numa here pulls it back here to Abel Ruiz. Oh, what a miss. Oh dear. That was a terrible finish. Awang is here. Welcome Awang. Close. Dan Numa looks sharp. He certainly does, but he's done good here again, Dan Numa. He's rolled the challenge there. Abel Ruiz looks like a bit of a donkey so far, doesn't he? He sliced 2 shots wide. So I've just cut across them rather than taking a touch and hitting them. If I did take a touch, I mean, it's 2-0. I'm new here, says Awang. Well, welcome to the We Are City channel. That is full time. So our first ever game here. We win 1-0 against Anderlecht. An absolute cracker from the man team. We should have had more. Just been having issues with notifications on YouTube from the videos you upload. 2 notifications 2 days later. I don't know why. Makes no sense, Joel. It feels like sometimes YouTube are against you. I don't know why they do that. We dominated that game in 72% possession. Only a 1-0 win. But I think we should be doing okay in the Champions League, shouldn't we? We should be going through. I'll be interested to see who we get in our group. I'll be very interested to see who we get in our group. Well, there's going to be a national team squad announcement, which I'm not bothered about. I'm more bothered about trying to get some players in. Well, there's been some offers from our players. Loan fee to Vissel Kobe of our 4th choice goalkeeper for 350,000 euros. I mean, that adds it to the budget. That's good. And we're going to try once again for the 3 players we've tried to sign for. Kaiki. We're going to go in with 9.8 million. A 3-year deal. Give him a good goal bonus there. See if we can get this Kaiki deal done. And let's try and get this deal done as well for Mario Gila. We're going to go in with 16 million euros, a 4-year deal. Drop his wage down to 24,000 euros a week, and we'll give him a clean sheet bonus as well. He's positive about signing the club. Those are 2 signs that could be transformative considering how young they are, players, to the side. I'm hoping my scouts bring back a decent striker option for us, really. So 68% of you guys think we should finish between the 4th and 6th position. The club thinks I should finish in the top 4, and I've said just in the top half. It did ask me that. I thought top 4 was a little bit over the top, really. A little bit over the top. We'll make the fans proud. I don't agree with the press. I don't like all the press conference things. But here we are. This might get me demonetized, so I'm just going to turn it off for a second because this is the promo to La Liga. So I'm just going to turn it off. It's showing me a promo. It's very nice. There's like the La Liga promotion, the La Liga intro. It might get me demonetized, so I've just turned it off for a second. I hope you don't mind. It's promoting La Liga because of the start of the season, which is a nice little touch, but I had to turn it off there because if it got me demonetized, then I wouldn't be very happy with it. Also, it might get the video taken down so no one can watch it. Our loan players left the club. In the opening game of the Liga season, we face off against Getafe. Interesting. Getafe play a certain style under Bordalas. Top 4 is unrealistic for Girona due to the players they've lost, says Joel. I think that as well. The club still said they like to do that. Do you have Discord channel, says Awang. I do. I think you can click the link in. If you go to the main page of the channel, the home page of the channel, if you have a look, there's like Twitter or X, I think. And then I think Discord is on there as well. Well, Mikel rallying up the troops here for the opening game of the La Liga season. And let's see what side we go with. Well, Jean Solis really wants to start this one. So he's going to start in there ahead of Yanga Herrera. Adam Martinez is certainly out of form a little bit. So Frances comes in. I'm happy with the side that played the other game, really. We're allowed the full bench, so that's good. That doesn't matter. I mean, some of these young players could, I suppose, come in, but for now, we're not looking at that. If you look at their starting 11, they're playing quite a narrow team, aren't they? Looking at the Getafe side. Soria is a very good goalkeeper. Diego Rico, the Gene, Dominguez Duarte, and also Iglesias, the back 4. Amrabari starts in the holding midfield role with Carlos Selena. Carlos Perez in there, another former Barcelona player. It's Alvaro Rodriguez, former Real Madrid man, and Borja Mayoral up top. Mayoral is very dangerous. He's a very good striker. He will be the man who's scoring the goals for Bordalas' side this season. Good thoughts twice, but the Premier League season is hard. I'm optimistic. Yeah, I think Liverpool might win the league this year, but City will be back next year. It's never easy, is it? So we'll go in the home kit. We're home. So we've scored 1 goal so far. We're going to work our way through it. We've scored one goal so far. Similar match teams to Getafe and Girona, says Joel. Yeah, very differing styles of football as well. Hopefully we play a lot of football in terms of being on the ball. We play them off the park and we beat them by 10 goals to 0. I don't know. We will up the difficulty as it goes on. That game I just played was my first ever game on FL25. But here come the 2 sides in La Liga game. Here at the ground, the Estadi Montilivi in Girona. Excited for this one. The opening game of the La Liga season. Captained by a 35-year-old centre-back who Mario Gila is going to come and overtake as the years go by. Underway. And we are in the Champions League if we do knock out Anderlecht. So that's exciting as well. I have to say, Dan Newman looked good off that left-hand side. Miguel Gutierrez. Getafe, aggressive. Straight away, I mean, that's a big challenge on Miguel Gutierrez in there. He's gone back in there, try and win it back. And he's been aggressive on that far side. I expect to concede goals this season. Dan Newman, put your foot in. It's too late. You work it wide. Miguel Gutierrez across. He's won it. Well done. Across to his goalkeeper, Paulo Gazzaniga. Former Spurs man. The Argentinian. And out to Frances here, who makes his debut. New signing. Ivan Martin. One thing you don't want to do is rush the ball forward too often. The way we play, the back three. The opportunity to take our time with the ball. Taiskanov. On to Ivan Martin and back out towards Frances. It's a poor pass. Boy, am I allowing already. That's a foul by us. Referee lets it go. Interesting. Martin. Solis. Right, the opening challenges here. Solis. You've got to be careful. The physicality of the game is one that is big in this one, and Getafe has certainly brought it so far. Solis with a foot in. The guy is everywhere at the moment. He's done really well there. Dan Newman. The big ball over top here towards Taiskanov. He's actually found him. Fantastic ball. Taiskanov in there towards... Oh, the striker. What a chance that was. Great ball. Played a little bit more open than we usually do there. Just being a little bit more composed is key to this one. Romero. Towards Krilic. Miguel Gutierrez back to Krilic again. Getafe feel like they sit a little bit deeper, but they like to push a little bit more than Anderlecht when on the ball. I'll come to Solis here. He's overlapped from midfield here. Solis. Ball in. It's a bad ball in. That was a cross. That was a cross by Solis that just like went straight into the keeper's hands. And now they're going to get us on the counter here. Good running by the forward line. It's a good step out of the centre back. Romeo back forward towards Taiskanov here. He's holding off one challenge. Really good play by the winger. Nicely done. Keeps the ball, keeps possession. Back into David Lopez and Girona back in possession. That is really good play by us there. Miguel Gutierrez wide to Dan Newman. Ivan Martin here. Back to Gutierrez. Back towards Dan Newman. Options for Dan Newman. Oh, the heavy touch. He went to corner, but took the heavy touch, tried to beat the man. The man read it completely. 30 minutes on the clock here. He's still giving me instructions on how to play the game. Like I said, it is my first few games. Taiskanov for the corner here. Solis to win the header. It's headed away pretty simply. Out to Krilic. Gutierrez. Taiskanov back onto Gutierrez. Oh, foot in on him. Ref, that felt like a bit of a foul here. They play it out on the edge of the box and they play it away. That felt like a foul to me personally. Well, obviously not. Here's Juan Iglesias. Counter for the opposition. We want to play a high pressing game, best we can at times. Long ball forward. Knocked down. Nice play by Getafe. This is their game. Solis to get in that midfield, but he can't win it. Borja Mayer out. And a good foot in by Romeo. That's a really good foot in. Taiskanov. Oh, nice hold-up play. That's fantastic. Brilliant football by Girona. Here's Dan Newman. It's a great ball onto Solis, who flicks it through here. Nearly gets it through towards Ivan Martin. A little bit differently to in the last one. Right, because of the opposition. Nice because of him. Jean Solis should have been on that. Should have been on that. Well forward and well read, and Frances back down towards Garcia and back to the goalkeeper, Gazzaniga. But the opening first half here has been all us, but we've not yet tested the goalkeeper. Romeo with a switcher play. It's a nice one. Frances. Nice half-time, 0-0. Not the best of starts by us there today. We had a few chances, but that final ball's been lacking here. And I do want to get 3 points in the opening day of the league if we can do. So that is something we need to be wary of. I mean, you can see that either side's had a shot, but you can see he's dominating the game. Dominating the first half, just need a goal. Quite right, Joel. We've absolutely dominated that first half. But I am a little bit worried about them. I feel like there could be a counter-attack on for them. They are playing the long ball, and it's not working. Like I said, I'm on top players about 4 levels above this. And Newman tries to play on through to Miguel Gutierrez. That's me rushing things, and that's unnecessary. Not composed enough. Oh, well done, Miguel Gutierrez. Is it a foul? Is it like Miguel? I think it's a foul the other way. Linesman his flag up to play on. Krilic. A little bit dangerous, but into Romeo. Onto Ivan Martin. And in towards Miguel Gutierrez. And look at that run by Dan Newman. Ah, better ball there. Great run by Dan Newman. And they counter now. Romeo across. Good feet by Alenia. I've been a little bit poor in midfield. Ivan Martin's in there to win it back. And it's getting a bit scrappy, this one. And trying to run at teams all the time is not the way to go. We haven't got Savinho anymore. Maybe Kaiki can bring that to the side. Krilic goes and wins it back again, and he's going to have to go back here. But we've wasted our time on the ball at the moment because we're trying to be too forward thinking sometimes. Just play through them, and again we're rushing things, we're forcing it, and it's not working, and we nearly get punished because of that. Krilic away towards Miguel Gutierrez, but we can't force things. Doesn't work in this game. It's designed to be a simulation of real life, and if you just keep throwing the ball forward, it doesn't work. It's a poor pass. Miguel Gutierrez, we get away with it. Krilic. Gutierrez then back into Krilic again. The problem is, I can't actually bring the opposition onto us. You've seen, we're going to push a bit further forward here. That's a great ball. That's even better. And that's fantastic as well. And wide to Taiskanov here. Fantastic football. It's Victor Taiskanov! What a goal that is! That is fantastic. And look at the patience. When you play patiently, you score. Victor Taiskanov scores our opening game of La Liga. Fantastic football by Girona. Pockets of space. Striker picks it up. Lays it out wide. Taiskanov made that run from the wide area. And he rolls it in the bottom corner brilliantly. Joel, have you seen the opening goal we scored, by the way? If you didn't see the goal, if you're a little bit late for the video, go back and watch the first goal we scored in this series. An absolute screamer from Ivan Martin. And this one is good as well from Taiskanov. Now, one thing I want to add about Victor Taiskanov is every mod comes with Taiskanov with arm sleeve tattoos. Yet, when I Google him, and I've seen him play, he doesn't have arm sleeve tattoos, but the game seems to think he does. Everyone seems to think he does. Why is that? Does anyone know? I have no idea. And he has got arm sleeve tattoos anyway. It's a late one on Gutierrez. Referee. There's a chance here for the opposition. Defender straight across. Well done, David Lopez. And back to the goalkeeper, Gazzaniga. He's out there towards Solis. Romeo. Real Romeo here takes a heavy touch, but he gets into Ivan Martin. Martin around the corner towards Miguel Gutierrez. Wide to Dan Numa. Got Ivan Martin centrally here. Martin tries to lift one towards Taiskanov. For whatever reason, my striker's gone for it instead, and they've cleared it away. And the bulldozer is John Solis. The guy is literally everywhere, fouling everyone. It's fantastic. I'll make sure to watch once it's ended. Says Joel, yeah, make sure you watch that goal. Foul here by John Solis. The guy is a bulldozer of a midfielder. He gets everywhere. He really gets around the field. We're going to make some change here, being that it's the 74th minute. And Dan Numa's very tired, so he's going to come off here for Brian Hill, who will make his first appearance of the season. Abel Ruiz is going to, I think, come on a game. Makes sense. Donny van der Beek. And Portu's going to be possibly leaving. I'm going to get Danny Blind. I don't want to change it defensively. Unless I bring on... No, I'll bring on Danny Blind here for Krilic. An experienced defender. We've got 5 substitutions. We might as well make those substitutions, these opportunities. Santiago's off. Luis Mia's on, which I'm surprised the midfield didn't start. He's a very good player. If we win this header, they're in big trouble, which we don't do. All the way back towards Gazzaniga. Really good play. Garcia pressing. That's fantastic play by us here. Van der Beek. Right to Gutierrez. That space is out wide here for Brian Hill. Hill swings one in. Striker takes on the chest here. Back out towards Donny van der Beek. On to John Solis. And wide to Taiskanov. Oh, a beautiful skill. The fullback read it all the way. Defender straight out to him to put the tackle in. Alvaro Rodriguez. Wide he goes. Dali Blind in a foot race. And he gets there, Blind. Well done. Keep going. Brilliant from Blind. Fantastic from Dali Blind. And the pass is terrible. But that was brilliant from Blind there. I mean, he's not the youngest, is he? But he got across. He worked hard. He got there. Blind is out of position. There's a chance for Getafe here. Good chance for Getafe. Back heel cleared away. Hill picks it up and Girona play themselves out of danger. Could be another 1-0 win, another clean sheet. Donny van der Beek in space. Look at the space of the midfield here with Gutierrez. Van der Beek. Gutierrez works it wide towards Brian Hill. Nice feet from Hill. Lays it off towards Romeo, who doesn't get there. There's a poor giveaway from Brian Hill. And they space out wide here. And Blind hasn't got the pace that Krilic does. And they cut inside here, Getafe. And there's a strike at the end of the game here. And that is cruel, to say the least. Carlos Perez with a goal in the 90th minute. Brian Hill gives it away. And we caught on the counter. Well, we need to score more goals. That's probably an issue. But a 1-1 draw with Getafe. Oh, Romeu doesn't track the runner. And Gazzaniga beat it in the bottom corner. And Getafe win it. Or draw. Rescue a point of death. That's undeserved, that, isn't it? Poor from Hill, says Joel. Very poor from Brian Hill. But a 1-1 draw on the opening game of La Liga. Disappointing for this Girona side. And for now, I won't up the difficulty if we're getting punished like that. Look at, I mean, we only had one shot all game, which is something I need to work on. It was a great goal that we did score. I think we should have created more chances. Opening day, Real Madrid draw 1-1 with Espanyol. Athletic Club 1-0 over Mallorca. La Real beat Sevilla by 1-0. Atleti back scoring 4 goals. Barcelona win 1-0. Valencia and Celta share a 2-2 draw. Villarreal winning 4-0 against Real Valladolid as well. That leaves in 10th place, joint 10th place with so many teams. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. That's one mistake that happens. This is an important one, though, because we want to stay in the Champions League. We need to go into these playoffs and beat Anderlecht now. League opener. Discussions maybe about that. Have the transfers gone through? Well, there's negotiations for our players, which is good. Miss Hussey, another loan, I think. They want to. The loan is a 1-year loan period to Zenit St. Petersburg, and they'll pay us €5 million to take him on a 1-year loan. Yes. Gets up to €42 million budget, but depends on these players. Kayiki, they want us to increase the transfer fee. They want 12 million. What happened to Gilla? I did go in for Gilla, didn't I? Is that broken down again? He's positive outside. I thought I went in for him there. We're really pushing for him. We're really pushing. It's difficult. It's difficult to negotiate on this game. Well, I don't want to play €12 million for Kayiki, but I'll pay 9.9. I think I agreed to pay around that before. Just under 10 million for Kayiki. And then, I mean, there's not long in the transfer window left anyway. So that's something to keep an eye on. Game against Anderlecht, and some players are very much out of condition here. Blindy's up. He's going to come in. Romeo's going to come out for Solis, and Herrera's going to go holding midfield once again. Taiskinov wants to come out for this one. And he will be out for Porto, who might play his final game for the club once Kayiki joins. Al Ruiz is not for this one, so stick with that. And I think Van der Beek's going to start as well. We'll go with that. I'm not convinced by Brian Hill now after his performance. But at home against Anderlecht, anything better, a draw. A draw will get us through to the Champions League and get us into the official stages. I'm hoping that is the case. If we were to draw like against Getafe, we'd still go through as winners. So we'd still get to the next round of the Champions League. So I shouldn't be too worried. And of course, it's not like I am a little bit. At home here, Monteville, Girona against Anderlecht. I'm hoping we come out on top. Surely we're good enough to come out on top here at the Monteville. Underway here. And I think we can do. We're 1-0 up on aggregate, so I'm very comfortable. I think left back's a bit of an issue because Miguel Gutierrez plays there, and we have no one else who can play that position, more so than right back. And I was looking at someone like Javi Gallan, and I think maybe Javi Gallan on loan would be a really good move for us. Miguel Gutierrez is clattered into referee. The free kick is given. But I think maybe Javi Gallan on loan could be the option. I think he can play the role that Miguel Gutierrez does. Here is Biel Fares who's in there today. Did I put Biel Fares in there? By mistake? This guy is what? A centre-back? And I've put him in midfield by mistake. How did I do that, by the way? Jean Solis will come on. I don't know how I did that, but I did do that somehow. Looking at well around the box here. Miguel Gutierrez, wide towards Danuma. Flicks in behind here. Miguel Gutierrez in behind! What a goal! Miguel Gutierrez scores 2-1, says Joel. Well, you might be on track for that one. What a ball from Danuma. Lifts it over the top. And there is Miguel Gutierrez. Sliding into the goalkeeper. Back of the net. Brilliant finish. I tell you what, we've scored 3 goals so far in this game, in this series. 3 goals that have been absolutely brilliant. Gutierrez, a little 1-2 with Danuma here. Makes the run. Lifted over the top. He just pokes it through the goalkeeper's legs. Great ball, poke through the legs. Quite right, Joel. Little poke through the goalkeeper's legs here. It's just enough to get it through the legs. Wow, what a goal. We have scored 3 goals, and all 3 have been unbelievable. The first one the best, the second one even better, and BL Fares comes off here for Jean Solis here. The young man will be disappointed the centre-back is coming off, but Solis should be in the midfield. I don't know how I did that by mistake. Mattis Jorgensen alongside Vertonghen at the back is a very old back line for Anderlecht. But to be leading here, that is good. I'm happy with that. But I'm not entirely convinced it's going to be an all easy game. Gutierrez is so good at fullback. I do think we need a backup to him. That's a terrible pass by Yangalera. And he's going to win it back anyway. Brilliant. Romeu. Striker to hold it up here. Right to Solis. Into Christian Porto here. As Mizzou there. Far side with Porto. Porto's big quality is his pace. Well done, Herrera. That's nicely done. Look at that space out wide for Dan Numa. If they mark Miguel Gutierrez, they can't mark them both. There's a ball through it. Still finds Dan Numa. Mistake by the fullback, Dan Numa. Dan Numa tries to flick it round the defender. Behind for a corner. But Girona are playing well at the moment. Daley Blind on this one. Swung in here by Blind. It's a free header. It's an own goal. 2-0. Well, I tell you what. The 2-1 prediction, Joel. It might be a little more than that. The man who scored, I don't want to say his name, but when he headed that, I think that's exactly what he said to himself. I think he said his last name. He read his last name out and pumped it in the back of the net. What a dive header that is. I mean, Porto was there to perhaps finish it. But in comes it from Daley Blind. And he swings a header. 2-0 already. Maybe the difficulty gets bumped up in the next one. Because at the moment we're tearing Anderlecht apart here. 3-0 in aggregate. We are flying. We are storming into the Champions League. Yeah, we're going to bump the difficulty up because Anderlecht here cannot handle us. Christian Porto, who's so quick, and he's off here, Porto. He takes a touch and he fires one in here. The firing header by the striker. Near post. Well, we're creating chances of fun here. Donny van der Beek works it wide to Porto. Nice crossing. Striker attacks that near post. Nice to see. Cross the defenders. Header just wide of the post. But yeah, I think we'll bump the difficulty up in the next one. Despite that Getafe disappointment. We are destroying Anderlecht here. They're pressing. And this is with the second team. We're really pressing well. Where'd they go? And Solis, who covers so much ground. He'll be out there, this man. I know Martinez can't do anything. Solis is out there. We've pulled apart a little bit here. That's great play from Anderlecht here. Well, I'm telling you about upping the difficulty. The opposition score a great goal. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we shouldn't up the difficulty. Well, Jules said 2-1. I mean, the first game was 1-0. The second game 1-1. You're thinking there's not been many goals here. And Anderlecht score through Leone. The defence gets pulled across there. I think John Solis should go with a run of Diawara. He doesn't do. We pull out the captain. And they find the bottom corner. 2-1. Game of goals. Great play in the shooting. This game is more realistic than FIFA. The game certainly feels way more realistic than FIFA. Or FC25, which is... I'm not enjoying FC25. I'm really not. But I'm actually really enjoying this game so far. Blind into Gutierrez. I think we just need to be just a little bit more composed in possession. When we rush the ball forward, you can be punished for that. Porto. Well played, Porto. Into Solis. Back to Porto. Into Van der Beek. Oh, a little back heel around the corner towards Gutierrez. Didn't work out. A counter for Anderlecht here. Lump it forward towards Casper Dolberg. It's well read by the centre-back. And David Lopez into Daley Blind. Miguel Gutierrez. Forward to the striker here. That's a nice ball. Dan Numa. Dan Numa the outside of the boot pass there. Striker takes it wide. Back out to Dan Numa. Dan Numa cuts inside. Dan Numa pulls the trigger. Defender in the way. Goalkeeper makes the save, but nicely done again by Dan Numa, who actually, on the left-hand side, I was uncertain of Dan Numa's quality. Is he going to be the Savinho, level player? I think he's been brilliant. Really blind in there. Gutierrez out there. Great win, defendingly. Oh, that's a poor pass, though. We didn't need to rush it forward, Miguel Gutierrez. Miguel across again. He's used his physicality so well there, Miguel Gutierrez. And he's just going to drive at the opposition here. And the striker's making a bit of a run. And Miguel's going to keep going. And Gutierrez pulls the trigger himself and right in the middle of the goalkeeper. Good opportunity from the fullback. I think Javi Gallan, who is a fullback who's brilliant in those wide areas, attacking. I mean, playing this way does leave a lot of space in this far side. I think Harvey Gallen's going to be brilliant. If we could bring him in on loan, perhaps. Good tackle by Daley Blind in the box. Keeps his feet as well, Blind, and then back towards Gazzaniga. But this Girona side, we're playing a very entertaining brand of football. 2 added minutes so far, Van der Beek. Back to Solis, on to Porto. Christian Porto here. Oh, Solis didn't read that. He's going for a challenge here, Solis. Threw his body at it. I really like Jean Solis. The guy's got just something about him. A real aggressiveness. 2-1 at half-time. Could have been more. And they scored a goal against the run of play. Confident at the moment. Confident at the moment. It's 3-1 on aggregate, so I'm not too worried. Kyle McLatchy is here. Hello to you, Kyle. Kyle, we've scored a few goals so far in this series. They've all been screamers. If you didn't see the opening goal against Anderlecht in the first leg of the Champions League, go and watch it. It's an absolute rocket from Ivan Martin. He doesn't start today. Our defensive problems are when we get dragged out there with Ana Martinez. And we've been dragged out here. And they've done it again to us. We've got to defend a little bit better in these areas. Well done, Porto. He just slams it behind for a corner there. Panicked. But I'd rather panic and get it away than panic and give it back to them. Putting a good spot here. I'm going to get it away just to Daley Blind. And we could counter here. There's a couple of runners. And one of those runners is Miguel Gutierrez. And Dan Yuma keeps his run going. And Miguel into Dan Yuma. Not a good pass. I need to wait for that run to be in behind there. Play it out wide here. Dan Yuma across. Into that space that Gutierrez has vacated. And Daley Blind's got to be across quickly here. Good tackle by Blind. He's actually been okay. He's not quite got the pace on the counter. I'm not great at counter-attacking either. Oh, well done, Miguel. That guy, 83 rated fullback. It's unbelievable. Van der Beek, can you play a quick ball? You can play a quick ball. It's too heavy by Donny Van der Beek. We were 3-on-1 there, Donny Van der Beek. Played that pass a bit better. We opened them up. Opened them up completely. And Dan Yuma's got a one-on-one situation. Miguel is phenomenal, he is. I mean, the guy is phenomenal in real life as well. As a fullback, he's more than a fullback. And out. That is the pressing we've got to see from Ana Martinez, and he's done it there. And he plays one through with a great pass here. And the striker pulls it back to Donny Van der Beek. And Van der Beek takes a terrible touch. What a shame. Oh, what great interception here. Working hard. Ana Martinez. Great pressing. Dan Yuma keeps hold of the ball well. And Girona keep possession. Oh, Miguel! Miguel, aye, Miguel. What was I doing there? Counter. Foul him. Oh, dear. Get caught on the counter here. Miguel Gutierrez. Chase him. Good punishes here. Anderlecht. Gutierrez a foul in the box here. And he clears it away. And we counter again. Not the sort of game I was expecting. We're doing it. Van der Beek pings one off the chest. Poor ball again. We're rushing things here. I'd like to get a few more controls in the field if we can do. Asprey is going to come on for that man there. Krelic has got a bit more pace for Daley Blind. We're going to give Brian Hill his second chance in this one. Abel Ruiz as well. And that's all 5 changes because we did make the early one. The mistake we made. Get back John Solis. They scored again, it's not a problem. But it might be a worry. It's Diawara takes it, great defending. And Van der Beek back down. And let's just try and keep the ball a little bit. Gutierrez sees that pass. And Dan Yuma has seen space for Porto. Oh, we could be so much better if we could counter. Something we can certainly learn. If we could counter-attack, we'd be so much better. Van der Beek. That's the ball, Donny Van der Beek. Again, I have to say Donny Van der Beek's been pretty poor. Oh, great pressing on the strike. Van der Beek, we could have hit them on the counter a few times here and killed this game. But Van der Beek's final ball has been pretty poor. Unfortunately. Could we see Miguel at the City, at Manchester City? I think we surely could. Well done, Daley Blind, to get there. We surely could see Miguel there. The thing is, for 2 years, we can't sign players from Girona because they're in the Champions League. And I think he's got a release clause that, a lot of clubs will want to activate. Luckily, I think City are in control of the player. So they might say, we don't want you to go anywhere else. We want you at City in a year's time. I don't know. Let's just try and keep the ball a bit better here. Sam Edozie has come on, a former Manchester City player. Gutierrez wide towards Krelic. To Brian Hill, who didn't have the most impressive games in the last one. Well, that's better. Brian Hill in space here. Brian Hill, oh, he's beat his man brilliantly. Brian Hill. Brian Hill shoots. Good block. Better play from Brian Hill at that left-hand side. He gave away the goal, didn't he, really, in the last one for Getafe. We scored one from a corner. All right. Really short across that near post here. See if they make another mistake. They don't do Van der Beek. Krilic. Miguel Gutierrez. Well done. Oh, pass is poor. Into the boots of the Anderlecht player. At the 85th minute mark already, you would say you expect this to come away with a win to us. Great header. Turn. Ryan Hill with space. Pereira. Through the middle. Back to Van der Beek. What a sliding challenge by Jan Vertonghen. Cleared away and back down. We've certainly pushed for goals here today. Hill drifts wide. Ryan Hill. Defenders don't know what to do against him. Into Pereira. Oh, it's Asperia. Asperia. He looks very lively. Hill. Lifts one in. Headed by the striker! Well, Adel Ruiz, he's had a few chances. He's had a few chances in the games he's played. I don't know how he's not scored. Full time at 2-1 against Anderlecht. We are in front. That is good to see. And we're through into the knockout stages of the Champions League. Which is massive. What do you think is Joao Cancelo's to Asif? Good player, bad attitude. I think everyone would agree with that, wouldn't they? Good player, bad attitude. Good player, bad attitude. So Villa go through. Moscow go through. Bologna are out. Juve through. Bayer Leverkusen through. Girona. Sparta, Rotterdam, Feyenoord are out. Feyenoord through, sorry, over Lille. Dynamo Kiev through. And Porto out to Rangers. Wow. Joel just said, good player, poor attitude. That's exactly what I said. Great minds think alike, Joel. Exactly. That is exactly his problem. Mo Salah wins Best Player in Europe award. Wow. Wow. Fair play, Mo Salah. Oh dear, look at our Champions League group. We've got Aston Villa. Well, Mihusi is left on loan. My team info. How do I go on competition info? Here we are. FIFA Club World Cup. Looking the UEFA Champions League group stages. Let's see who's in our group in the Champions League. Villa, Milan and Rangers. A Rangers side that beat... Who is it? I've just said they beat. They beat someone 4-1. Villa, Milan and Rangers. Wow. That is a difficult group. That is a difficult group. Difficult group, isn't it? Well, transfer deadline day is approaching and we've made any signings. We've not made any signings. Oh my word, every negotiation fails. How have we not signed a player yet? How have we not signed a player yet? We might end up going to the season with the same players. I said we need a left back. Javi Gallan on loan. I mean, they don't seem to want to let him go on loan. 4 million for a loan of Javi Gallan. We want to bring in Kaiki and we want to bring in the other one. Matthew Briggs says, can he see the team? Of course, Matthew. Here you go. This is the way our team looks. We look like this in possession. That's the way our team's looking. It's actually doing okay so far. These are the bench. So these are like the first bench players. And then we've got these as well. We've got a lot of young players that no one has made loan offers for that are in around the squad. We're looking to bring in Kaiki, striker if we can do. Javi Gallan on loan. And, I mean, I'd like Sergio Altimira as well. There's Rodri talking about the UEFA Group of Death. But at the moment, it's proving very difficult to sign players. Very difficult to sign players. And I'd like this guy to come and be the backup to Romeu. We just pay his release fee of 23 million euros. It's a lot of money. Can we offer a player in there? Would that bring the deal down? What about this man? Juan Arango. I'm putting a 55% selling fee, just going mad with it. 3-year deal for him. He's positive about signing the club. We'll go in for him as well, and then we'll try and get Giller and Kaiki as well. They're the 4 I want, really. A left back. And so on. Alaves is up next. Let's get into this Alaves game then. So far, unbeaten. But so far, no signings. Let's have a look at the condition of the player. So Captain David Lopez is out for this one. This is where I'd love to bring in Gillett, really. It's going to be Juan Pete who comes in today. Or do we just go with Blind? He can play on the right hand side, no problem. Stawani's up for this one. So Christian Stawani's going to come in. 38 years of age. Miovisky? How do you say his name? I don't know. He's yet to score a goal for us, as is Abel Ruiz. Stawani's in upwards condition, so he starts here. Solis out of condition. We'll go with that anyway. Romeo takes the captain's armband. Their team, not so good. I mean, Joan Jordan won to Europa League, won it. Of course, Villabre up top, but this is a team we should be beating. We should be beating this Alaves side. We could go in the home kit or the away kit today. But I think the home kit is the only one that doesn't clash particularly the red, so we'll go in the away kit to Alaves here. Edison to sign for Manchester City. Joel, yeah, sign for your FC career mode, Matthew. I'm enjoying this game more than FC 25, honestly. I do think this is a more enjoyable game. The gameplay is more enjoyable. I think at first it's something you think, I don't like this, but it's something you get used to. And once you're playing it for a while, you think, I really like this. I do really like this. Let's get into this game. Deportivo Alaves in La Liga. I mean, at the Mentirosa Stadium, we should be winning this. We need to be winning this. A draw to Getafe on the opening day. Away at the Mentirosa, I mean, if we're going to finish in the top 4, you've got to be beating teams like this here. And they're going to play a certain brand of football. And it might cause problems for us. And the ball comes in straight away. It's a free header. It's over everyone. Whew, behind for a goal kick. That is poor defending. That is poor defending. That could be our first goal kick. That's poor defending by us. We've got to be a lot better than that. Look at Miguel Gutierrez's position that he's picking up here. I really do like it. Herrera. Romeu. Onto Ivan Martin. Onto Miguel Gutierrez. And wide to Krilic here. The thing is, the way this 3-6-1 formation, which Pep Guardiola is playing at Manchester City, with Rico Lewis doing the Miguel Gutierrez role this season, it's very... Ooh, that's a bad pass. It's very difficult for teams to sort of work their way around us. Because if they go and press one player to stop him from getting the ball in, we play it to another. Oh, Miguel, it's usually better than that. Villabre in the turn here, Romeo in there. Advantage played. Made a few fouls there to get away with it. Martin. Tyskanov, who's top quality, the Ukrainian. And City work it really well. Romeo, back we go. That's Romeo. They don't know how to take the ball off us, really, opposition teams. But Dan Yuma standing there in space, you see. Blind goes on to him. If Dan Yuma wins this, they're in trouble. It doesn't do. Krilic goes out and wins it. Referee! Seems like a foul on Krilic. Villabre in space. Got to get across here. Villabre, good defending by Arno Martinez. But, you know, we play a certain way. When it works, it works really well. But when it doesn't work, we are a little bit open. 3-1 win, says Joel. Well, you were right with a 2-1 win. The last one. Miguel Gutierrez. And Yuma. Onto Stawani. He's gone wide here to Tyskanov. Into Martin. Headed away just by the defender. Tyskanov chases. Fullback clears it away. Engalea probably should get there, doesn't do. And they work it forward. Well played. Blind's lost it. We're pressing very aggressively. Krilic is a big man. He's done well there. Dan Yuma. Oh, come on. He's done well in the end. For some reason, I've lost my gameplay here for you guys, so I can't see what Krilic gets there and goes back. I lost the comments there. Blind. Romeo. Martin. Stawani. Gutierrez and wide towards Dan Yuma, and Stawani's in the middle. And across to him. Oh, if that's a better ball. Stawani has to tap him. Dan Yuma goes and wins it back. Brilliant. Ref! Ref, he's fouled! Felt like a foul on him. Like a clear foul on him. We press aggressively, and that leaves us open at the back. It's left us open here again. And Martinez is there again, and straight away Gazzaniga just lumps it away. Danjuma down. Gutierrez and City wide it again. The City football group side in Girona. Good ball through to Gutierrez here. Trouble for the opposition. Oh, bad pass. Romeo will get there. Big challenge on Romeo. Brilliant challenge. Blind across. They've played through us here. We're open. Kralic is in there. What a save by Gazzaniga. Up and over the bar. That's a massive save by Gazzaniga there. They play it through us too easy. Send the ball through. Kralic just puts him off a little bit, gets him off bars. Gazzaniga with the right thigh of the goalkeeper is enough to save it. Brilliant from Paolo Gazzaniga. Corner ball. Ball in. Romeo with a header. Gazzaniga with a save and into the side netting. What a save by Paolo Gazzaniga again. Cross comes in. That's a top save. Absolutely top save, but we are struggling at the moment here. After a really, really swift start in the season. And looking quite comfortable defensively. Today, Alaves have caused us big problems. Played into space here. That's problems for them though. Nice off. I seem to hit every player with the passes at the moment. Just not find the passes like we should do. Good interception by Kralic and back to Blind. We haven't played well today. Danjuma. Gutierrez makes a fantastic run. Miguel. Through the middle here. What a ball. Ivan Martin! Girona take the lead with our first shot of the game. And it's Miguel Gutierrez again who unlocks the opposition again. From fullback, the guy is insane. That run from midfield's brilliant. Picks it up, one touch, bang. And Ivan Martin with the outside of the left foot. Finds the bottom corner. I mean, it's sort of against the run of play. I feel a bit harsh on Deportivo Alaves here. Because we have been not as good. But outside the right boot pass by Miguel. And so Martin said, you know what, I'll hit it with the outside of my boot as well. Double outside the boot goal there. Just before half-time. The stroke of half-time. Girona have the lead. That can settle the nerves a little bit amongst this side. Ivan Martin scores again. A big question for you guys. Who's going to be top goal scorer this season? Who is going to be top goal scorer this season? Because Ivan Martin's got 2 so far. And he's our top goal scorer from midfield. And our strikers, 3 strikers have all played games for us now. All yet to score a goal for us. So that might be an issue. I mean, Dobrik banging the goals in for us last season. Here no more. Where are the goals going to come from? It feels like a little bit. Right towards Danjuma. Ref. Well, there was no touch of the ball there, referee. It was a clear as day foul. You've let go. Giving away to Romeo. Martin. Carrera. Martin. Stawani. Back to Martin. Martin hits one, blocked away, but good play again by Girona. Miguel Gutierrez picks it up and back out towards Romeo. Dangerous pass, but back to Blind in the centre of that line. Kralic, line-breaking pass there. Martin. Danjuma. Danjuma tries to draw the full-back in. Gutierrez. Romeo. Play better when we're more composed and more comfortable in possession. Martin. On to Taiskanov. Wide towards Herrera, who's made a great run here. Yangel Herrera. And he fires it across the box here. Who lumped off the post by Martin. He absolutely hammers the post there. But somehow doesn't score. And they play the ball through us. On the counter. They've done us again. It's put wide of the post. What a chance that was. Absolutely leathered off the post, wasn't it? By Gil Martin. I don't know how he doesn't score. By Martin. And then they put it wide of the post on the counter. What a chance. It was really good football again. Don't know how we don't make it 2-0. And that might be an issue is the finishing at the moment. I don't know how he didn't score there. What a cross as well, by the way. Ivan Martin should have got his second of the game. That was a great finish. Great shot. Taiskanov. Nicely played. Martin. Stawani. Gutierrez. Oh, he fell over. I don't know what he tried to do there, but he fell over. And they're open again here. We're opening ourselves up to problems here. Krelic. This guy has done greatly, big man. He's a big bulldozer at the back. The young Czech Republic defender. How wide they go. Miguel Gutierrez, his star player. Done brilliantly again. Krelic into Romeo. Forward to Gil Martin here. Back to Romeo. We'll go forward to Stuani. Look at that run by Dan Yuma. Been found here. Oh, referee! Sliding. I dragged in the fullback there. I knew he was going to do that. Or the midfielder. No yellow card for Juan Jordan. For that one. I mean, just takes his standing leg. Very surprised, referee, at that one. Miguel in. Far post, no one really waiting. There's a few offside in there. Saiskanov. Oh, fullback Diarra with a great challenge there. Try to draw him in a game. Blind steps out. Trouble for the opposition. To create for us, we do well, and back to Gazzaniga. Into Ivan. What a ball by Gazzaniga there. That's brilliant. And Gutierrez made a fantastic run again here. And Miguel. Wide towards Dan Yuma. Dan Yuma skips inside and back onto Miguel. And into Stuani here, who's offside, unfortunately. I actually wanted to go back to Dan Yuma a little bit there. I got it completely wrong. I caught it wrong. Villabre's off for them. And we're going to make changes. Stuani's day is over. Abel Ruiz is going to come on. Portu is going to come on for Taiskanov. Miguel Gutierrez cannot play any longer. The problem is I don't have anyone else who can do that role. That's why I want Javi Gallant. I don't know what I do there. I don't know how to do this. No one else can play that role. We'd have to change our shape, wouldn't we, to take him off. I think we bring Wangpi on. Put Blin there. We're going to change our shape when in possession. Blin's going to play as a left back. Just go a bit more like that. A bit more defensive, I suppose. 3 centre-backs, says Joel. Yeah, we've already played 3, so... I mean, Ana Martinez could play more on the right. We're going to just go to him playing a left back. Just trying to hold down that left side a little bit more. And so Wangpi comes on. That should be Gillett who comes on from Lazio, but still that deal hasn't been completed. Ivan Martin, wide to Dan Yuma. Avila Ruiz. Yangel Herrera and wide here towards Portu. And Portu gets there. Oh, and he's not strong enough, unfortunately, or quick enough. Romeo get across. Can't do. Herrera wins it back anyway. Martin. Portu. Avila Ruiz. Good ball through to Dan Yuma. Takes it in his stride here. Defender fullback quickly across. Dan Yuma. Back out to Blind. Back onto Dan Yuma. Back out here towards Romeo. On to Herrera. Patient from Girona. Wide we go towards Portu. Just a flick it around the defender. Portu nicks it back. Portu brilliant. You see Van Martin again. It's blocked away. Dan Yuma across to it and the fullback clears it away. Romeo's trying to cover that midfield, which he can't do. We've got bodies back a bit more so than before, but don't do another Getafe here. Counter they come. Oh, well done. Anu Martinez there. Strong and quick. One back across our own box by Wangpi. That was risky. That was very risky. We get a free kick anyway. Late one. Just comes in on Wangpi there and smashes him. Can we play it? Out wide here by Gazzaniga. In towards Blind. Right to Dan Yuma. Not the pass I played, but Blind gets there anyway. Full time, only a 1-0 win. We are getting there, aren't we? I mean, Ivan Martin probably should have a second where he cracked the post, but we're getting there with this team. And I'm happy at the moment. I'm happy with how we're playing. I think we can do a lot better. I think there's a lot more to come yet. But, yeah, you know, considering we are Girona, considering the side we have, we're dominating games possession-wise under Mikel. We're scoring goals. We're defending decently enough. Real Madrid win 3-0. Athletic Club 4-0 in the Basque derby there. Betis win 1-0. Atleti lose 2-0 to Espanyol. Well, I didn't expect that one. Villarreal lose 3-0 to Leganés as well. To top of the table, Athletic Club. We're in 7th. I mean, that's not bad. We wanted to finish between the 4th and 6th position like you guys have suggested. It's deadline day. We're going to have to make some signings here. Right, they've brought us back some players here. Pepelu. Pepelu would be brilliant, but he's not the man I want. Strandberg is not the man I want. Joao Camacho. I mean, they just... Our scouts are crap. I don't want a 36-year-old striker. Right, I can get Gallen on loan for €5 million, and I can get Sergio Altimira in for 12 million. That's brilliant. I just need to try and get this. Gilar is more important than Kaiki at the moment. Do they want anyone in this deal? Arango. He's already in negotiation, apparently. This man. 12 million plus Almensa. 4-year deal. Clean sheet. Get that up. Get the clean sheet up. 29,000 euros per week. It'll take 2 hours off. But we can still complete all these deals on deadline day. We can still do it. Let's do this. Again, Giller breaks down. Right, we're not getting a new centre-back this season. Back up to Miguel Gutierrez will be Javi Gallant. He's going to come in for €5 million on loan for the season. It's a lot of money for a loan. But desperate times to call for desperate measures a little bit. We need a backup, a younger person to take over from Romeu in the future. That man for €12 million is going to be Sergio Altimira. He's going to come in. Good deal. That one. Sophie Greenwood is here. Hello to Sophie. So we've spent, what, €18 million on 2 players in key positions. Centre-back is massive, and I just can't get the centre-back in, which is really frustrating. Strike is massive as well. Do I say, rather than Kaiki, we say, give me Claudio Echeverri on loan? Franco Mastantuono either? I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? I do want Kaiki. I really want Kaiki. He's in a negotiation. He's not. We're not getting rid of him. This man's only 19. Artero's 21. How much is he worth? 11 million euros. A swap deal for Kaiki. 3-year deal. 20,000. I'm panicking the transfer market. I don't like doing that. But I'm going to have to here. We're going to try and get Kaiki done as well on a swap deal there. For Artero, a midfielder with Altimira coming in. And then we might try and get Giller if we can still do that. Right, Kaiki is agreed as well. That would take us down to 4 hours left in the transfer window. We might be able to scrape a centre-back signing Giller. So 3 signs come in there, or 2 hours remaining. Right, let's have a look at the squad numbers. We'll have to change this. Kaiki joins the club. Javi Gallan will not wear the number 2. Right now, Billy can be a young player, so he can be a higher number here. My number 35. Altimira. Who else are we happy to move on? Got too many players, it feels like, but I'm surprised at that. Altimira can be number 12. I'd like him to wear number 16, well by Frances. That's fine. Javi Gallant at the moment is wearing number 2. I'd want him to wear something like 18, but Krilic wears that. Maybe he wears number 2, but I thought Giller could wear number 2 when he comes in. We've got more players than I suspect, really. I think Asperia being number 10, he's an extra player. 22, 23, 24, 25. We should have 3 players, shouldn't we, really? Where are we going wrong here? I'll have to work this out because I'm a little confused. So for goalkeeper, we have Paul Lopez, Paul Gazzaniga, and Juan Carlos. That is the 3 there. That is fine. For right back, we have going to have Frances and Ana Martinez, that's the 2. For left back, we have got Gallan and Miguel Gutierrez, the 2. Centre back, Krilic and Blind, 2. And then we've got on the other side, David Lopez and Wanpi, that's the other 2. Holding midfield, we've got Romeu and also Altimira, 2. Solis and also Herrera for the attacking midfield. And Martin and Blind and, Martin, Van der Beek, and also we do have, don't we, Asprey as well for the 3 attacking midfielders. Porto acts as another, so we've got Porto, Kaiki, and Tyus can off the right, that's 3. On the left we have Hill and also Danuma, that's 2. And then 3 strikers as well. So let's add this up. 3, 6, 9, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's 26. We're one player heavy. We are actually 1 player heavy. Which is fine. We're going to make Kaiki number 26 like Riyad Mahrez. Gallon is not going to wear 2, is he? What's 1P wear? 15. Gallon's going to wear 2 for now, and we'll go with that. And we're going to try and bring in. Someone on deadline day. No other signings. Got a lot of young players. No one has made any offers for our players, have they? No one has made any offers for our players. I'm going to go with the strikers we've got, unfortunately. Can we go for Gilla one last time? Can't go for him now. He's the man we want. I mean, do we just go and get someone like Mateus Felipe? I think 1P can do the job. Let's not go silly in the transfer market. I'm happy with those signs. Let's have a look at the game plan now. Because it's going to change around here. Altimira comes in. Somewhere. As a backup. Stawani's probably the man who drops out. Well, Juan Carlos doesn't need to be there. 1P doesn't need to be there either. Kaiki's dropping in. And Galan is going to come in as well. For who? Do we prefer Porto or Hill? Probably that way. So we've got 3 fullbacks, 2 fullbacks and a centre-back, holding midfielder, centre midfielder, 2 attacking midfielders, 2 wingers and 2 strikers in the reserves. I like that. And then we go to Carlos, 1P, and BL Ferres as well there. Yeah, it's a very well-balanced side. I'm actually happy with that. I think I'm okay with that team for the season. David Lopez has decreased, which is maybe a go for Gilla again in January. But that's the starting 11 for the season. That's the way it's going to look. That's the way the bench is going to look. This man's going to play a lot of games. For Romeo, I think. But that's the way it's looking. And we can just go past the transfer market. So Kaiki's been brought in. We're bringing Sergio Altimira as well. And we also bring in Javi Gallen on loan. And Aston Villa is up next. I'm going to have a short break. When I say short break, I mean I'm going to be gone for a few seconds or so. After this press conference. Will we win the group easily? It'll go down to the wire. I mean, our Champions League group is very difficult. I have a short break. I'm going to go a short bathroom trip. And then Champions League starting. So it's going to play a Champions League intro now. Once again, I am going to take it off because I don't want to get copyright strikes or anything like that. It's a very nice addition to the game, but like EA, if you live stream it, it cancels. It's the Champions League intros being played. We are going to go into the Champions League now. Aston Villa, the opening game. I'll be back in a few moments or so as I go for a short toilet break. 30 seconds or so, 1 minute. And then we'll be back for Champions League action where we take on Aston Villa. See you very shortly. So we are back now. Sorry for a little break there. I was talking there with the mic turned off as well. Aston Villa in the Champions League. Opening game of the Champions League there in our group. And we need to make changes to our side. You can see here a few players not for this one, particularly the striker. So Avila Ruiz is going to come in for the striker. Asprilla is really up for this one. And he can play on the left. And he's going to play on the left today. Danuma's going to come out, which is a big choice, but Danuma's going to come out. Other than that, we're going to stick with the team. I'm looking forward to playing Javi Galan in the Miguel Gutierrez role and so on. I'm happy with that side. I'm happy with the team. And Kaiki's got bags of pace. Maybe he gets on today. It's good to have him in the side as well. Looking at Villa side, we're up against a really, really tough team. I mean, Emi Martinez in goal, Ezri Konsa, Carlos Torres, and Dina the back four. Onana, Tillemans, and John McGinn in the midfield three. And then it's Leon Bailey, Buendia in the wide areas, Watkins up top. They've got John Duran on the bench. Also, Bogard, Kamara, Cash, Matson, Mings. I mean, it's a great side, isn't it? Is our side going to be strong enough to play Aston Villa, to face off against Aston Villa? I think it's going to be very difficult today against Aston Villa in the group. Very difficult. What's your favourite frame shirt you have? Asked Sophie in the comments. It is going to be, obviously, the one behind my head. This one, right here, which is a birthday present. A signed Sergio Aguero picture. 390 appearances, 260 goals. Signed from one of his final seasons at the club there. Got pictures of him scoring against QPR. Absolutely brilliant. But I like all my shirts as well. I mean, they're all very memorable. I've got shirts on this side, that side as well. I used to have an Isco shirt there. It was one of my favourite players growing up. That shirt right there, the Lavezzi, and I think I've explained it to people before, is from my first ever Champions League game. Manchester City versus Napoli. Napoli came to the Etihad. They were the first team I ever saw in the Champions League. And Lavezzi played against us in that shirt. The Balotelli one further on, which is behind the TV screen at the moment. That is a goal that he scored in front of us with the shoulder against Norwich City in a 6-1 win at home. Radamel Falcao, one of my favourite strikers growing up. I've got Cavani, Schneider, Ronaldo, and Sergio Aguero. Another Sergio Aguero here, but one for Atletico Madrid and the Isco. And Sami Nasri, one over here as well. Speaking of Isco, why don't we sign him in this career mode if everything ever comes up? So we'll play in the away kit today. First game of the Champions League against Aston Villa. Asprilla starts on the left-hand side. Can he cause some problems? Another player can play out wide, also for the central areas. Yes, I'm excited. I'm really enjoying the gameplay in this game. It's nothing like FC25. It's nothing like FC25. It feels so much better. It feels more realistic, and it feels a little bit more rewarding, which is massive, isn't it? I think in FC25, the whole idea of it not being rewarding is certainly an issue, isn't it? Underway here. So at Villa Park in the Champions League, I haven't installed the stadium server yet. I should probably install the Premier League stadiums. I will do that at some point. Another big stadium. So Villa Park, it's actually not Villa Park, unfortunately. I will get that installed. I actually had that on the previous PES. I could have transferred it over, and for whatever reason, I didn't do so. I should have done that. You can use the Pro Evolution Soccer mods on this new FL25 game, which is brilliant. I mean, considering some people have individually made this game, they've done a really good job with it, haven't they? A really good job. So Champions League action. And we're going to be a bit more defensive here today. We're going to sit back because I'm worried that with Watkins, I mean, you've got John Duran on the bench. We could be in for a smashing today if we're not careful. Gazaniga made 2 massive saves in the last one. Gutierrez is still going to do that rule, stepping up into the midfield. And I just think that we could be in a bit of trouble today. Asprilla gets his first Girona start on this far side, which is a big decision for the manager. Gutierrez here. Oh, he's done really well there. Asprilla. Oh, referee! Foul Asprilla. Free kick given. Well done, Asprilla. Well, not a bad start by the youngster. Does Ezri Konsa, gets absolutely, headbutted by Ezri Konsa there. Free kick. And it's Taiskanov over it. A decent ball in here. For a chance. Taiskanov into the edge of the box here. Headed down by Herrera. And away and Watkins. This is where we've got to be careful. Watkins is a strong man. And he's very quick as well. So is Leon Bailey. And one thing we do struggle with is the pace of the opposition. But they've played a long ball a few times here, Villa. It's actually worked. I was about to say it doesn't work for them. Done all right there. It's not a bad ball in behind towards Buendia. And Gataniga long and away. Taiskanov down. And Herrera back down towards Martinez. David Lopez, the captain. Romeu. Away at Villa Park for Girona. It's a difficult place to go. Very difficult place to go. Krilic. Watkins is going to press us. Surprised him and Duran don't start together, really. Ivan Martin, who's probably been the star of the show so far this season alongside Miguel Gutierrez. Miguel takes his time here back to Romeu. He's done well keeping possession. We haven't been able to get him behind this Villa side. They're quite defensive in their approach, actually. Tyskanov up against Luka Dean. Oh, that's so bad from me. Luckily, Buendia takes 2 poor touches. A foul on Tyskanov there, referee, off the ball, which he doesn't give. 76% possession so far. Tyskanov. Back out here. Yangel Herrera. Ivan Martin. On towards Miguel Gutierrez and back out towards Krelic. Girona so far dominating this one at Villa Park. Oh, not the pass I played. Not the pass I played. The counter's on for Villa. And well done, Girona. Reading that counter really well. We've got to control the counter-attacks as best we can. That's a big thing. That's a big thing for us. Ivan Martin, that's a really good bit of movement into space there. And he goes wide to the winger, Tyskanov. And here is the Ukrainian Tyskanov. And look at the edge of the box here for Miguel Gutierrez. Villa have dropped deep. Miguel Gutierrez hits one. It's deflected off Diego Carlos. And I thought for a second there we could open the goal. They opened the scoring at Villa Park. Long ball played. Oh, it's fallen to Abel Ruiz here. Abel Ruiz, the Champions League. Got a save by Martinez and flicked away by Villa. What a chance for Abel Ruiz for his first Girona goal. Tyskanov. Edge of the box into Martin once again. Here is Victor Tyskanov here. Against Luka Dean. He's run back again. Villa dropping so deep. They've left so much space here. For Ivan Martin to bend one. Saved by Martinez. Conser there. Asperger presses. We're pushing Villa here. We're pushing Villa here. But to be fair to them, they're hanging on. This Villa team dropped very deep. They drop very deep when you get the ball in around the box. And that allows us to just get that bit of space in the edge of the box. Then they have to sort of rush our players and trying to get back out. That's where we can punish them. Here's Miguel Gutierrez. He goes towards Krelic. Romeu. Nice run by Abel Ruiz, who probably should have scored his first goal here. Oh, Tyskanov back through to Abel Ruiz here. He's going to pull the trigger, and Diego Carlos good defending behind for a corner. Credit to Girona. We're playing some really good stuff today in Villa Park. The debut in the Champions League, not doing bad so far. That's pretty can't flick it on. Fine Watkins, isn't it? And Martin just quickly across to him. Oh, great pressing by Martin there, forced them back. Very well played. Esri Konsa. Unai Emery's side. Struggling at home here. So far, we are first to everything. And Michael's well-coached side are doing really well. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. What a ball that is. If it comes off, what a ball that is. It can't get there. Half-time 0-0 against Villa. And you can see that 4 shots, 3 on target. Villa haven't been able to get out their own half here. I think that's where you can say maybe the level needs bumping up a bit. And I'm happy to do that. Maybe the next one we do that. But we keep the ball well. We dominate possession. That's why they haven't had a shot. I do think the level does need bumping up. Probably. Seems fair, doesn't it? That's about it. Nice feet again by Miguel Gutierrez. Ruiz from the corner here towards Martinez. Back onto Abel Ruiz here. Pulls the trigger! Oh, he's still not got a goal for us. Imagine Michel is frustrated. He's still not got a goal for us. He's had 4 maybe good chances across the game so far. That's a nice touch here by the former Braga and Barcelona man. Tries to bend at the bottom corner. Find that bottom corner if you can do. You can't. Oh, Emi Martinez, you lucky boy. I read that with Tyskanov. I read that. Here's John McGinn. Oh, Nana. Big long ball forward towards Watkins. Flicked it down towards one. And Asperia can't get there. He lumps it away. Fair play. I'm happy for him to do that. Happy for him to do that. Here's Leon Bailey. Oh, Miguel Gutierrez. You superstar. Asperia. Martinez. Abel Ruiz could hold up play. And wide to Tyskanov here. And back to Abel Ruiz here. And he's gone past another. It's Abel Ruiz in the Champions League! Girona have their first ever Champions League goal. And it's the first goal scored by a striker, by the way. And it's Abel Ruiz. It's been coming for this man. To be fair to him, this is really good link-up play into Tyskanov. That touch round Diego Carlos is brilliant. Martinez comes for it. And he decides to go for the side-footed finish. I had a choice to go left-hand corner, hammer it top left, lift it over the keeper, but no, that touch there is brilliant. Fantastic touch. Abel Ruiz scores our first ever Champions League goal in the history of the club. And I tell you what, we're in a good place at the moment at the start of this series. A very good place. And I'm hoping to actually bump up the difficulty in the next, probably for the next game if we do beat Villa here. Because Villa are top side. Been a little bit too easy, but there's a long way to go yet. And Villa might just wake up. Watkins. Bullying him physically. Away just. Asperia, get back. Get back. Chance for John McGinn on the turn, and Gazzaniga with a good save. First shot of the game for Villa. But Manchester City's sister club so far. Doing pretty well. Adel Ruiz, the link-up striker, he's done brilliant so far. Into Asperia. Nicely done. That wide to Miguel. Touch. Cross. Adel Ruiz again! Oh, glancing header. Gets a bit more power on that, causing problems. Great midfield by Herrera for a second. Villa counter. Buendia. Martinez. Nice and aggressive again. Tyskanov. They don't know how to handle at the moment. Victor Tyskanov. Away to Miguel. Bad pass. Bad pass. Joel is back here. Welcome back, Joel. We're beating Villa, Joel. And we've played brilliantly. Dominated them all over the field here. We're going to make change in the 70th minute. I want to refresh this midfield a little bit. I think Asperia is going to come off here. We're going to see a debut for Kaiki. He's going to make his debut, Kaiki. Oh, no, he's not, because Dan Yuma's on the bench, and Dan Yuma's class. Javi Gallan for Miguel, because he's tired. I'm going to go with that for now. But Abel Ruiz, the goal scorer, beating Villa by 1-0. I think it's necessary to probably bump it up. But Javi Gallan makes his debut at left back. Miguel Gutierrez can be given a rest now with that man. €5 million loan signing. A lot of money for a loan. But sort of needed. We just don't have anyone else who can play that. Abel Ruiz. Oh, Abel! Brilliant! Oh, and then I did it on the turn. Dan Yuma fighting for it, can't get it. I did it on the turn there. I should have taken my time. Ball through to Watkins. Defenders there. Back out towards Herrera. Well done, Girona. Mikel's got to be so proud of his side here. Abel Ruiz, whose hold-up play has been nothing short of spectacular today. Gallan. Dan Yuma. Back into Javi Gallan. Dan Yuma. Against Ezri Konsa, who's very good at right back, Ezri Konsa. And he goes and makes the challenge, but Dan Yuma wins a throw-in. That's fine by me. Onana. Dispossessed Ivan Martin there. Counter. Watkins. Try to pull him down with Romeu. Work it round the corner. Work it wide here. Buendia chased by Martinez. Don't get punished here, Girona. Cross comes in. Good block by Martinez. Behind for a corner. Behind for a corner. We don't want to get punished here. Get it away. Oh, Porter just leaves it. Dan Yuma. Can't beat Tillemans to it. Can hit him from this range. To John McGinn. Oh, Abel Ruiz again. It's been brilliant. And here's Dan Yuma. And Dan Yuma still. And he's done brilliant here, Dan Yuma. He's rolled the challenges. Fantastic. Fantastic from Dan Yuma. Absolutely brilliant. Credit to him there. Gallan. Ruiz. Dan Yuma. Into Martin. Back to Dan Yuma here. And Villa get it away. It's 1 added minute. Mayo goes flying for the challenge on Tillemans. Full-time whistle might go. A full-time whistle goes. A 1-0 win against Aston Villa. A clean sheet. I'm going to bump the difficulty up from here on out because beating Villa, I think, is a very big achievement. A very big achievement, if you ask me. So we're going to put the difficulty up from here into the next one. And I think we'll play 1 or 2 more games, and that will be today's stream. I mean, we dominated Villa. We've got to bump the difficulty up. Abel Ruiz, 7.7 rating. I think he's got to be our first choice striker now. Manchester City beat Celtic by 3-1. So we're top of our group with Inter and Rangers. Who's in Manchester City's group? Atleti, Atlanta, and also Celtic. That's difficult. That's difficult. We're going to up the difficulty from here on out. So if you think maybe it's a bit too easy, we'll bump it up into the next league game at home against Mallorca. And let's go, just so you guys can see as well that I do it. We're on top player now. So top player is the next difficulty up, and we keep doing really well. We'll continue to bump it up until we get to whatever rating. Apparently our scouts have found us a good player. But who? A 34-year-old. Can I change this? Still developing. Still developing. I don't want someone who's 40. Still developing. I want a striker or a player of any means that is still becoming a player. So Mallorca at home next. We're going to play it, and we'll probably play the final game of the episode against L'Oreal, and then we'll call it a day for today. I don't know when I'll be back next. Just keep your eyes on. Ooh, some players are in form here today. Krelic isn't one of them. So Daily Blind comes in. Danjuma in for Ivan Martin, and he'll play left and Asprilla through the middle. Alaves will start up top. Ivan Martin is not out in for this one. Hill will come onto the bench here. Wampy is up for it as well, so he'll come on for Krelic. The other change we do make, that's the side we're going to go with. The usual side, really. Ivan Martin, unfortunately, not ready for this one, condition-wise. Kaiki's up for this one. He's not going to make his debut away at home to Mallorca, I don't think. And we'll go with that side. Altamira can make his debut as well. It's a strong side. Mallorca, we should be beating Mallorca, but we've upped the difficulty. Things might get different. Things might certainly get different, might they? I think we've got real quality in this team. Abel Ruiz really proved himself in that game against Villa. Great to see. His hold-up play, everything was fantastic. He probably should have scored more goals. We need to see that week in, week out, though. If he's going to be the star man, and if maybe we don't need to sign a striker, maybe Abel Ruiz is the man. So at Montevilla here, against Mallorca, it is Girona. Mallorca side that, other than, I think it's Samu Sainz in the midfield, not really got too many top players. A side we should be beating with no problem. Now Ruiz kicks us off. Asprilla, they're ahead of Donny van der Beek and Martin today. Underway. And good movement from Asprilla straight away there. He's a very lively player, Asprilla, but not lively enough there. Romeo goes and wins it back, and Asprilla in there, and he's got it here. He's somebody who wants to beat a man. It's his sort of game, Asprilla. So, Gutierrez and wide there. Miguel is a brilliant player. Wide here towards Danjuma. Came on and made a big impact in the previous one against Villa. Oh, Miguel lost it, wins it back. Great touches. Miguel over towards Herrera. Taking off through to Herrera, and a good tackle on him. Well read. And Mallorca are going to play pure on the counter, and they're going to be so much better than the previous team. So you can see that run there straight away from the striker. Monica's found him. And you can sense the difference already as Gatanier comes out. The level is much higher. The level is much higher. Only one level up we've pumped it, but the level already feels a lot higher. And you can already sense we're going to have to be a bit more controlled in our attacks and so on. That's about it. That's a good switch out to Danjuma. On to Miguel and back to Danjuma again. That's it run initially. Danjuma against Pablo Maffeo. He's done him. Puts back on Maffeo. Gutierrez edge of the box space. Gutierrez. Herrera on the volley, blocked away. It could fall to someone. It's Abel Ruiz, but Leo Roman drops on it. On a bad start here by us. 20 minutes gone already. Having Lopez in there. And Numa takes it down. That's got here. Miguel. Romeo. Right towards Herrera. A chance there initially. Nice Canol. Back in towards Herrera. Let's go Romeo the run. He's going to Romeo instead here. Romeo. Asperia. Should have passed it. Couldn't do in time. Mallorca clear it as far as us again. It's a bad pass to Romeo by Herrera. Romeo in there. Now we're going to lead the press now. Can we win this ball back high up the field, Girona? Can we press aggressively? Can do it, Taiskinov. Abel Ruiz, good hold up play. Asperia. Back into Abel Ruiz, a poor pass. He's not Ivan Martin, and that's something we need to be aware of. Ivan Martin can play that killer pass. It's a poor pass by Romeo. He's trying to be too clever. Ivan Martin can play that killer pass, but I don't think Asprey is that man to play the killer pass. He's more to beat a man and then play the pass. Just a more simple pass. Every player can't be similar. Antonio Sanchez, good foot in by Gutierrez. Miguel. He can't win it to keep it us back. Manu Morales here. Wide to Valery Fernandez, who's one of our former players. And Martinez brings it forward. Tyskanov against Mallorca. Well, that goal we scored, I can't remember which game it was, where I think it was against Getafe, we just worked it one way. And then Mallorca in the wide area, that was brilliant. Gutierrez on towards Dan Yuma. Oh, brilliant. Back in behind to Dan Yuma. Back out again to Gutierrez. Puts one in. Is someone in there? Is there no one there? Martinez will get there. That's not the pass I played. Arno Martinez, unfortunately. He's going to win it back anyway. I played it inside to Romeu. Perhaps not right. Not in the correct way. Frustratingly. I'll get it back. Asprey chases Valery here. The man he's sort of replaced really in this team. Look it wide here. Arno Martinez across to Valery. Foot in. Good tackle. Nice turn as well. But we've lost it once again. Shot come off. Good tackle again. Get it away. Space for Dan Yuma in that wide area. We do find Dan Yuma here. Abel Larith, who does the simple stuff well at the moment. Dan Yuma against Pablo Maffeo. Dan Yuma ride the challenge well. Into Abel Larith. Just a play off the Tyskanov here. It's half-time 0-0. And I can feel the level's gone up quite a lot here. The level feels differently. No shots. No one shot, no goals for this side. We need to be a little bit better. A little bit better creatively around the box, I think. That's where Asprey, it's going to be very difficult for him, I think. In that role. I think he's not suited maybe to that attacking midfield role. The same as Gil Martin is. But Gil Martin likes to arrive late in the box as well. And take shots and so on. Asprey has got to find that in his game. You know, Mallorca have set off knocking the ball around here. We've gone a bit more attacking. Straight away Miguel goes and wins it. Dan Yuma might get in the end of it here. And Dan Yuma does get in the end of it. And Dan Yuma on towards Ruiz. Or on towards Tyskanov here. And Tyskanov does it again. Bottom corner. Level has gone higher, however, I think you've caught well. Thank you very much, Joel. And that shows how we can look at the celebrations from Miguel. Look at the celebrations from him. Tyskanov makes it 1-0. Good play from Girona. On to Abel. Asprey with the assist, just flicks it wide to Tyskanov. One touch, two touch, bang, bottom corner. That is his finish. That is his finish there. 1-0 against Mallorca. Brilliant goal, and I'm really enjoying this game. I'm enjoying this game more than any game I've ever enjoyed, I think, in all football games. And credit to the people that developed this one. Well done, well done. Win it back again. Trying to rush things though. You can't rush things like that, the poor pass. You've got to be more composed, especially playing this way. We're not a counter-attacking side, and Miguel makes a foul. Done well there, Miguel. Take the foul, take the foul. Tyskanov, incredible baller, says he is. How long can we keep hold of him, though? Because how long before someone says, I'm paying his release clause of 40 million or so on? Ball in. Blinds all day long. Blind away. Romeu away. Onto Dan Yuma. Can he switch the player, Dan Yuma? Can't do. Into his man. Put it back to Daily Blind. Let's start again. Here is Arno Martinez. Loving the formation, loving the style. Miguel Gutierrez can have lots of energy to play his position, and he certainly does. Asprey. He's after Romeu. Back to Asprey. Back to Romeu again. It's nice play for the midfield. And Miguel, can he find the pass to Asprey? He can do. It's a difficult one. He gets that inch perfect, which is difficult to do. He flicks it through as well, and then they're in big trouble. Pressing by our team again. Romeu tumbling through the midfield, Ariel Romeu. Well, Miguel Gutierrez is just one hell of a footballer, isn't he? Asprey. And he finds Miguel. And he goes to this one here. Dan Yuma. Back to Ruiz, who forgot the ball! Abel! How did you forget the ball? Dan Yuma gets it back again here. Oh, what a ball. Well played. In! Abel Larith on the volley. Oh, he's put it wide. And he was kicked in the process. Is that not a foul? What a ball in from Miguel Gutierrez here. Is that not a foul out of Larith here? As he hits this, he's booted in the back of the leg, which puts him off. I think that's a foul. Change to be made. Altimira's going to make his debut here. Gutierrez off for Galan again. Kaiki's going to make his debut. And also, Donny van der Beek's going to come on for Asper here. The debuts for a few players. Kaiki and Altimira. The new Sergio Busquets and the new Savinho as well, you could say. The new Alex Garcia and Savinho. Hopefully they are for our side. Oh, wrong side of him there. There's a chance. The opposition Mariki's played in. Well done. Gazzaniga. I think we need to score our chances more, especially on this higher level, because the opposition will punish us. Altimira. Galan back towards David Lopez. Javi Galan. Altimira. Into a Herrera, and he works it wide to Kaiki. Chance to impress for Kaiki here. Brazilian. Spent some time at Sparta Rotterdam. But the new Savinho. And he's running out of play for a throw-in. Should I have kept Iskanoff on? I don't know. Navarro is coming on. He's a good player as well. Good header. Brilliant. Brilliant by Ruiz as well. And we keep it in the midfield. Van der Beek. Altimira. He's in there to make things tick. Kaiki. Kaiki. On this far side, Manika stays with him. But he's certainly got that Savinho sense about him. Herrera. Back through to Kaiki. What a ball. Keep it in. He does. Far post. Donny van der Beek hits one. Back out. Javi Galan hits one with the right foot. What a strike from Javi Galan on the right foot. What a hit from Javi Galan. Well, he's a fullback. He's a left footer. On loan. But I think he's going to find his new home. Was fantastic at Celta Vigo. He moved to Atletico Madrid. He hasn't really found his feet there. Been on loan to L'Oreal and all sorts of places. Van der Beek hits a really nice strike. Dan Newman heads it down. Javi Galan from the edge of the box. Right-footed hit. What a finish. What a finish from Javi Galan. Weaker right foot. This angle will show it even nicer. One touch bang. Really nice strike from Javi Galan. That's fantastic. 2-0. Have we got more options to make changes? 2 more subs can be made. Brian Hill is going to come on for Dan Newman. And Stoarni is going to come on for Abel Ruiz as well, since he's in upwards condition. What a goal, says Matthew Briggs. A fantastic goal, Matthew, by Javi Galan. On the right foot. And we've upped the level. And we're still going to come away winners here. 2-0 win a game. And I am honestly really enjoying this game. If you've got a PC, it takes a while to install it. It takes a while to download it. But Football Live 25, get yourself installing that game. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, well played. Good pressing from Ana Martinez there. On to Kaiki and down to Donny van der Beek. Back around the corner here towards Altimira. Sergio. Van der Beek. It's a poor ball by him. Not a pass played, fortunately. Wrong idea. Saw him going there. Van der Beek chases. Good intensity. Ana Martinez, that's fantastic. And he plays Kaiki here. And here comes the Brazilian Kaiki on his debut. Kaiki. 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 Oh, referee! Lumps the legs of Kaiki from underneath him there. Altimira, nice physicality. Full time. Kaiki, 3 for 23, grew from 68 to 95. Well, hopefully we can grow to that in this career mode. Wow, says Joel. A 2-0 win over Mallorca. And we're not done there. One game will remain in today's episode, guys. One game will remain after a domination against Mallorca. And it's a tough one because we're going to play L'Oreal in Real Sociedad. They didn't have a shot there. They didn't have a shot there on the higher difficulty. Kaiki has that Savinho flair, says Joel. He certainly does. We're going to reignite his career. L'Oreal draw with Betis 1-1, which is probably good news for us. We probably sit quite up in the league table. Undefeated so far. 2 wins and 1 draw. 7 points. Not bad. Not bad for this Girona side. Considering we want to finish 4th or 6th. I'm going to end the poll in the live chat, by the way. We want to finish between 4th and 6th. I think we can do it. Final game against L'Oreal. And the next episode will start against Real Madrid. So, what a start for that one. What a start it could be for that one. So, away to L'Oreal. The L'Oreal Arena, we'll install stadiums probably maybe for the next episode. We'll try and get that sorted. Pressure mounts on Girona. I don't think so. I really don't think so. They've got a really good side. I mean, Oyarthabal's going to start top with Becker and Kubo in the wide areas. Zubimendi in the holding role with Sucic and Bryce Mendes in front. Amari Traore, Munoz in the fullback areas. Aguad and Martin. No Zubeldia in the side. No Tidientes. No Sergio Gomez. Alex Ramiro starts in goal. As for us, Krell has grown to 80 now, which is good to see. Blindy's in downwards condition. David Lopez is injured. 4 days out for the defender. This is where David Giller would be fantastic, but we haven't got him. So 1P must start. Unfortunately. Ana Martinez, the right back's not in good shape anyway. In comes him. This man's in good condition. Van der Beek's in good condition as well. Tyson's going to stay in there. I mean, Kaiki and Porto could also play. I mean, maybe Porto does play. He's upwards today. And I'm going to put Sergio Altamira in for Romeo. Captain's going to be Porto. And that does mean that Brian Hill can come onto the bench. That's the side we're going to go with. It's strong enough. I'm a little bit worried about Juan P at the back. I mean, could Romeo play at centre-back? Or Frances ahead of Juan P? No, we'll go with Juan P. He's there. We want to play him. He's going to be there. I wanted to play someone else, but we'll go like that for the final game of today's episode. Can we get an undefeated start to the first episode? Well, I hope so. I really do hope so. I'm not sure when the next live will be. Maybe it'll be a Monday night. Maybe. I'm not sure. It might possibly be a Monday night. Same time, 4:30. Maybe not as long of a stream on Monday night. But we'll see. So here we go. Final game of the episode. La Liga action against La Real. I think this game will sort of distinguish where we're going to finish this season. Because at the Real Arena against La Real, we know the quality they have. They're a side that you would say are going to finish 1st to 6th, aren't they? They're going to be in that position. And we want to be in that position as well. So, this will say a lot about the side here today. Martin Zubimendi, that holding midfield. I mean, he would be a dream signing, wouldn't he, Zubimendi? We've come with a bit of a rotated team as well, actually. Captain's missing. Ana Martinez, brilliant. The fullbacks, I think, are where the strength lies, really, at times. That's that pass. We get away with it. Well done, Porto, the captain. Yeah, I do think our strength lies in central midfield. Altamira playing that holding role. I'm really hoping he can impress. I was thinking about starting Javi Gallant ahead of Gutierrez. Both just so good in both positions. Van der Beek works it right to Porto, who's onside. Oh, he's not. Defensive line stepped up. Matthew Briggs is predicting a 1-0 win for Girona. Well, Jules tends to get predictions right. Can you get this one right? A 1-0 win to Girona. I hope you are right. Defensively, we're doing quite well at the moment. Van der Beek won't get in the end of that one. Kubo. This could be a bad start. Oh, Herrera gets a foot on it. And Martinez just lumps it away long to Dan Numa. Down to Gutierrez. Can't get there, unfortunately. Hi. Is this game good, says Alfie Lively? He's a We Are City fan club member. He's been for a long while. He's better than FC25 by far. And in the chance here is Becker! 1-0 down. Well, Matthew and Joel, you've cursed me. 1-0 down. Geraldo Becker with a goal. Caught on the counter. Pereira there doesn't make the right foul. 1P's in there, not Lopez, our captain, which is a bit frustrating. He's lost his man, 1P. Giller should be playing. He should be a Girona player. You've cursed me. 1-0 down to La Real. Well, on paper, they should be beating us. There's no doubts about that. I'm a little bit disappointed that we're 1-0 down. I didn't want to start this way, but there we go. Daniel's going very centrally here. Van der Beek finds him. Well done, nice little twist and turn. Oh, well read by Hamari Traore. Gutierrez got a better pass to Kubo. Oh, defenders are pulled out. Gutierrez reads that one really well, Miguel. And he goes back to the goalkeeper, Gazzaniga. We dominate possession like we always do. But dominating it, but not doing much with it, you could say. Altamira. That quality of pass is something he does possess. Porto. Van der Beek. Altamira. Into Miguel. Looks it wide towards Stan Yuma here. Back into Altamira. This time pass towards Van der Beek. He works it wide to Porto here. Porto. That's a played. We've got away with it a little bit there. Van der Beek in space. Van der Beek back through to Porto here. Porto with the outside, the right foot. 1-1. Great goal. Great running from Porto. And we're level. The captain. Thoughts on Pep, says Alfie Lively. I am so glad he's staying at Manchester City. I thought a 1-year extension would be an issue, to be honest with you. I wasn't happy with the 1-year extension because I thought it's going to take 2 years to fix this side. But a 2-year extension, he's staying for 2 years, sounds fantastic to me. Perfect. Perfect. Good ball by Van der Beek, a little 1-2. Becker doesn't read it, Porto's in behind. That's a clever finish into the bottom right corner, bottom left hand corner by Porto. Really good finish. 1-1. Remember, this is the final game of today's episode, so I have to see Trivella, says Juliet. A Trivella from Porto. Confidence. Oh, Donny can't get there. Hubo. Altamira is the future. Oh, Angel Herrera doesn't read that one, but it's a long ball it's dealt with. Into Altamira. What's he done? Van der Beek. Difficult pass. Finds Miguel. Miguel swings one in here. And Avila Ruiz is there. And Dan Yuma hits one. It's into the hands of Ramiro. But what a ball in by Miguel Gutierrez there. Swings it in with pace. It's not Avila Ruiz today. It's the other guy. Miskovic. And he had a chance there. He had a really good chance there. The defender just read it. Graphics look like it, says Alfie. Yeah, it's very similar to eFootball, Alfie. It's the people who developed it using eFootball and used the game to sort of make this one. But it's so much better. And you can modify it to your whatever you want to do to it. You can add players, you can add everything to it. 4-2. Put down this wide area, full back with him. Kept it well. 4-2. Carrera. That's a foul. Van der Beek dispossessed by Becker. The Arthur to counter. 1P out of position again. Kubo. 1P goes chasing. He's done well there, the centre back. He's pushed them back. That's the initial press, the idea. Force them backwards. Tricks the plus as Alfie with a Trivella. Ooh, good ball through to Arthur. Referee blows the half-time whistle. This is so much better than eFootball. It's so much better than FC25 as well, I must add. I've enjoyed this game more, playing this game today, first time I've played it, than any FC25 game. Maybe not some of the FIFAs of the past, but certainly FC25 is terrible compared to this. It's a poor pass by Van der Beek in there. Give it away. Oh, nearly nicks it back. Come on, Herrera, get your foot in there, man. Yes, he intercepts it. Send Porto. Oh, fullback just gets it away. Those passes are so difficult to play. Miskovic. Chasing it. Mioskivi. I don't know. Mioski? I think maybe his name is said. I will get that right at some point. Is it free? Ask Alfie. The game is free. Free to download. No payment needed. Completely free. Football. Brilliant football. Ah, oh, Sičić gets a foot in. We go, press him. Ramiro. Long. And I was going to go and get ahead of Becker, which he doesn't do. Get it down anyway. Back into Van der Beek. Counters on here. Gutierrez. Not the pass I played. It was meant for Porto, who's through there. I didn't put enough on it. 1P. Well done, 1P. I've been a bit critical of him, really. He's there just for a body, really, when I wanted Mario Gilla there. He's been good. Altamira. Nice pass wide to Porto. Pass I played. I've been a little bit poor. I've been silly. I've been a little bit silly here today. Ampy's lost that one. He's lost the Arthur as well. He's in the middle. They play the ball through to Mikel Arthur. Gazzaniga comes for it. Pushing him, pressing him. And they get it away. Only as far as Munoz here. And either across. We're in a bit of trouble here. Oh, Altamira, great challenging away. Danjuma takes it. He could counter it, Danjuma. He does do great pace by Danjuma. Rolls it in towards Mioski, who plays it in behind here to Danjuma. Might just gamble on Traore's mistake. Just couldn't do. and they get away with it. I think they want to make changes. Score predictions for tomorrow. Alfie saying 4-3. Plenty of goals in that one. Kaiki's going to come on for Porto here. Oh no, Tyskinov, of course. It's got to be the man to come on, isn't it? Javi Gallan's going to come on because he seems to have got a goal in him. And Abel Ruiz should come on maybe. Ivan Martin has to come on. He's our top goal scorer, isn't he? I'm just going to go a little bit more attacking. I would like to go on and win this game. My forward thinking manager. Lampy down. Pereira. We've got to pass the ball when you're facing the player. A few times today I've sort of tried to pass it when not looking. It's better. Van der Beek. Nice ball to Porto. Good cross in, blocked away Herrera. Back into Porto. Just to roll it across the edge of the box to Van der Beek. Altinera gets it back away into Porto. Porto swings on him. Van der Beek is there, cleared away again. Angel Herrera in there, can't win it, and they flick it on. And Lampy across, he fouls Oyarzabal. Becker. Martinez fouled as well, they play on. Wide to Munoz. Quickly crosses Martinez. Lampy wrong side of Becker here, the goal scorer. Oyarzabal! And a good save. Great save. What other licenses does FL have? It has every single license, Alfie. Every single league. The Brazilian league, everything. It's got it all, every single license. Van der Beek. Van der Beek's been poor. I want to get Martin on. Ivan Martin, but the ball's not going to have to play for a while. Oyarzabal played in. Kubo here. We could be in a bit of trouble. And Kubo crosses onto the far post here. It's behind for a goal kick. We can't get changed on. A little too late. This game has every single license. It has every single player face. There's not a single player that's generic. They don't have to be anyway. You can change it. Tyskinov. Oh, big man. I force things too often today. And it might just cost me now. I've tried to force it forward. And it might just punish me with Becker. Good save by Gazzaniga at the end there. He's been very good, Becker. Every league is on this, Alfie. Every league is on it. Every player face is on it. Every player tattoo. If you want it, you can get it. Most of it's already on it. If you want to improve it, you can do. Ball in. Clear it away, and that is going to be full time. A 1-1 draw against L'Oreal at the end of today's episode. Undefeated in the opening episode today. That is the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for watching and enjoying it with us. I really enjoyed playing this game. The next episode, make sure you're there for the start of it. It will be 4:30 one day. I'm not exactly sure what day. But on that day, we face Real Madrid to start the episode. That is how things will start. And that is going to be so exciting against Real Madrid. Because currently we sit undefeated, 5th place in La Liga table. Real Madrid 2nd on 10 points. Real Madrid are up next. Don't forget that. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. It's been fantastic to have you all. It's been absolutely... This game is so enjoyable. I've not been enjoying FC25. I make the videos because I know you guys enjoy them, but I haven't been enjoying the game. This I've really, really enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for joining. Please do like the video as well if you haven't already.